Greetings, beholders, and welcome to the Painted Dungeon. Last time we had some audio issues, and so our editor, Andres, was kind enough to make a recap video for us, but we were excited to have things back in order. Now, the party has just left off from their most recent battle inside of the dungeon, which only opens under the light of a blood full moon, a blood moon. And they are being overseen by a character who maybe is a bodyguard / advisor, perhaps, to Executioner Zelkai, and he is overseeing the party. Right now, you guys are right where you're left off. You just finished off an ambush where drow were hiding behind a very thin wall inside what was once a tomb at some point, but now it seems to be used as an ambush spot. You guys start off right at this point. There is another entryway before you go into your next room. You guys have been getting a series of spells thrown at you through these opportunities for attack and ambush. What would you guys like to do next?
Are all the bones that we see humanoid?
Yes, they are all humanoid bones. Yes.
Any of them larger in stature, like giant-sized bones, maybe?
Some are larger, but none of them are the size of giants.
Okay.
I think we should go into the next room. We should get this over with.
Yeah, who's going in?
We need to get moving.
I'll go.
Okay. Are you dismounting to try to go stealthy, or are you just charging down on your horse?
Nah, I'm not necessarily like moving it super fast in front of everybody, but like I'm just.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be stealthy necessarily.
Yeah, I'll be following behind as well.
The bones on the floor are breaking under the weight of you and Midnight Flame as you go into the next room, which is free of bones. Okay, so then fire as you're tapping into the powers of your red mare and your orange light leading the way as you float into the next room, which is free of bones. You have flown in and you see there is yet another small entryway like the last. It seems to be a series of rooms chain linked together that you guys have been traveling through. And in this room you see it is much less worked stone, and this is more cavernous stone. So there are many stalactites and stalagmites abounding in this room. Make a perception check.
25.
With your 25, you notice the room seems to be kind of empty, and then you see some goblins are peeking around a lot of these stalagmites on the ground. And because your score was so high, you also notice looking up that floating up in the air are several dark humanoid silhouettes waiting up hiding behind these stalactites.
Are they floating or are they just holding on to the stalactites? Can I tell?
Because you got a 25, they seem to be floating, as far as you can tell. Alright, roll initiative, which we've already done. We've taken care of that for you. But Thram, you have the first turn on the surprise round, but you will need to call out an alert to the rest of the group.
Yep. I will... Are they in with me or close enough to where they can see where I'm pointing things out? Or will I have to wait until people start getting closer to me?
You're going to have to wait for that. The best you can do is more bad guys.
Okay.
Something like that.
Then I'll just yell that, and I'll say there's more bad guys, there's lots of goblins, but be careful. Closer to the other side of the room, there's guys up floating in the ceiling.
Okay.
And then I will go over to these two back here.
Back here?
Yep, and attack them.
All right.
One of them will get an attack of opportunity against me because I got a critical fail. And then, well, first I hit. 21. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one, okay, then he doesn't get an attack of opportunity, I guess, because he's dead. And then Midnight Flame hits, and 31 damage to that one.
All right. As he gets hoofed through, right after you squash the other one with your flail. Midnight Flame turns the other goblin into a cindery pulp with his hooves. And next up on the order, it is Erilyn.
I'm going to just make my way into the cavern. I don't know how far it is for me to get to there.
You still have like another 40-foot movement.
Alright, then I'm going to go to the 2 goblins over there. Are they goblins?
They are
I
goblins.
just assumed. But
You assumed correctly.
Okay, great. One's gonna get an attack of opportunity on me. Actually, I guess I should see if I can kill him first. So that's a 20 to hit. Does that hit?
Your 20 definitely hits that goblin.
Great.
Yes.
So then he's gonna take a whopping 8 damage from me, and then another 31 from Azrael.
Are you doing 1 and 1?
Nope, I was just doing.
You're doing
I was doing
both your attacks?
because I missed the first attack.
Okay. So, turn him into a disintegrating mess of body chunks of goblin flying around as he explodes from the necrotic damage and the fire damage.
Awesome.
And it is now Gilby's turn.
Okay. Go in, and I am going to cast Crown of Madness on one of the guys up top.
Oh, very good.
So I'm going to cast it on this guy. So
He fails his saving throw to resist the magical crown of madness.
And I will tell him to attack the other ones that are up. Oh wait,
I
Crown
think
of
he just
Madness
attacks
next.
the closest?
Yeah, the closest. My bad.
Is that right?
Yeah, I said to attack the closest enemy
All right.
to make him attack, and then Sobek will. I don't know if he'll
He's
be able
gonna.
to reach.
He can dash, but he has a little more movement, but not enough to any living goblin that he can reach. So you want him to dash one of these directions? There's 3 over here, 1 over here.
Go to that one over there.
Okay. All right, you dash. Step on this mushroom. All right.
Okay.
It is now Marad's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna come in, and do I see any goblins close?
You don't see any close. You do see a loner over here.
There's the one by me that's still alive.
There's one by Erilyn as well.
Okay, I'll go to that one. I'll rage. Everything within 10 feet of me around me is rough terrain. And Galadash is going to charge him.
What is it that's making the terrain rough?
It's my enrage.
Your
The wild
rage?
magic.
Yeah.
Well,
When you
but,
rage.
But like artistic, creative,
So
visual.
Right. Okay. So around me, you're going to start seeing mushrooms spawn up, and you'll see some of the dirt kind of give in a little bit.
Cool. Very cool. Okay.
And Galadash is going to hit for a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll be 36 damage.
That's murder.
And then-
Knocks his head and just flips all the way back, and he collapses to the
That's brutal.
backwards.
You see his head. Boom. So you're saying you can see his throat hole?
It is now Zulcool's turn.
Zulcool will enter the room.
All right. Using up a
Probably
lot
have
of your
dash.
speed to get there, you can dash.
I'll dash to get right there. Yep. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast what I can see, which I'm assuming I see one over here.
Yeah, there's one over there and 3 over here.
Okay, I'll Eldritch Blast that guy.
All
And
right.
the lowest to roll was a 21 and then a natural 20.
Okay.
And then let me see what the damage is. That's 10.
I don't even know if you need to roll damage on that, but
You can. You
That's
don't need to.
unfortunate.
How do you do the crit damage? When you do
You're going to add your warlock level to the damage.
Okay, so that's going to be 11, 10 damage.
10 total damage. All right.
Yeah, because I rolled a 1 and a freaking 2.
Grazing the stalagmite, the goblin starts to peek his head around to attack with the bow and arrow, and his head gets singed, and he collapses to the ground from the force of the eldritch blast. It is now the Drow's turn. All right. So, from above, you guys hear, "For the Spider Queen!" And then a volley of not sleeping bolts from hand crossbows, but longbows with power coming in to attack you guys as some marksmen floating up near the ceiling amongst these stalactites. Alright, so with this guy, 1, 2, 3.
Remember,
four.
one of them is
That's true.
Supposed to
I'm going to have this special one with the Crown of Madness go first. And he shoots over and attacks one of his friends. He's like, what am I doing? And then he turns and his other 2 attacks. And he's going to go and attack you or the closest target. So he does 2 attacks to you. Those will hit. And each of those are going to be dealing 13 damage. So 26 points of damage to you.
I'll have Sobek take one
Take
of those.
one of those. All right. And then Thram, you're getting attacked by this one.
13.
This drow up here. He critically fails on his first shot, and he drops his bow to the ground, and he curses, and he holds on to his stalagmite and takes cover. This guy here is going to attack Gilby as well. Anybody who speaks Undercommon will hear the cry, "Sorcerer!" They don't really know exactly what you are, but they just know that you casted some magic. He attacks you, hitting you all 3 times. So that's going to be 13 times 3. This guy right here is seeing Zulcool charging in. He's going to attack Zulcool. He hits all 3 times. 13 times 3. And this guy up here is going to also attack Zulcool.
13 shield on this one.
Alright. This is going to be a 24 to hit.
That will miss with shield. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, so then those will miss. Ting, 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 bouncing off of your magical shield. And then back here, this guy's going to attack.
39 damage.
This guy's going to attack Erlin. And that's going to be an 18, which misses.
Yeah.
Bouncing off of your armor. The arrows tink, 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 bouncing off your armor, not able to get in between any joints to deal damage. Narita, it is now your turn. Now you're going to use your 60 foot will take you here. If you want to dash and go towards, actually, I'll say you can. If you want to dash up here, you can attack this guy up here,
Yeah.
and then you still have your attack to attack. Yes.
So he's gonna take 28 damage from me.
28 damage from you. Nice.
Yeah.
You stab him good. He's nearly dead. Do you have any more
Yeah.
Do you have your second attack?
your bonus action attack?
From Shadow Quill, he's gonna take 29 damage.
Nice, because you and Shadow Quill can do this because Shadow Quill, like the rogue, has the bonus action dash feature, the cunning action. So if he hit, he did. Yeah. So Shadow Quill comes up right after you stab, and then grabs him and grabs him by the legs, yanks him to the ground. His body goes limp. He slams onto the ground floor, and then he bounces up just a little bit as he had a levitate spell still cast on him, and he's just kind of floating.
Okay.
All right, it is now the goblins' turns, and a very scared goblin up here next to Sobek, and we'll see how these 3 goblins do attacking Sobek. They all miss. Their arrows and rocks bouncing off of his scales. They have like no power behind them, and this guy over here tries to attack Zeta, this last goblin, bouncing off of Zeta's face, and just like he like throws his oh, he's dead. I forgot. Never mind. That never
Threw
happened,
his
guys.
face at him.
And that'll start us back off to Thram.
Quick question. Since he critically failed, and he dropped his bow, he didn't switch to any other weapons, right?
Oh, you killed your guys.
Well, I'm talking
this
about
guy
this
here.
guy.
Yeah, he dropped his bow. You don't know if he switched weapons. He took cover.
Fair? Okay, well, we'll just see.
He probably did.
Alright, well. I'm going to have Midnight Flame go over, step on his bow, hopefully breaking it. If I'm not going to make an attack roll on it, but...
You hear a clink as he comes over and steps on the bow. The sound appears to be metal, a metallic bow.
Fair enough. And then I'll fly up to...
All right. Yeah, you can do that. You fly right up to him.
And I'm going to actually fly around... Is it a slag?
Yeah, he's like back here, so you're like flying like this.
So I'm going to come around the backside so I have as much cover as I possibly can from everything else.
Okay, good idea. Yeah.
And I will hit him twice. It's going to be a 28 hit. And he's going to take... well, I already rolled this. I'm going to do that this turn. Next turn. Anyway, so 16 and 15. So he's going to take 31 bludgeoning damage from me, from the flail. And then he's going to take another 6 fire damage from Midnight Flame. from being in the aura. But Midnight Flame misses.
Okay. Coming in and whacking him with your flail. You on your second whack, you whack sideways, getting his head to bounce off of the stalactite, and between that and the fire, the drow kind of lets go, and he starts to kind of float off as well. He's kind of floating in the air.
Okay.
He seems to be dead,
And then I'll hold behind that way.
unless he's faking it. It is now Erlin's turn.
Okay.
But yeah, you're holding. Sorry, you're holding.
I'm just holding
your
behind here so
position
that
behind for cover.
I can't see any of the other guys, but hopefully that means they can't see me so I don't get shot.
I see.
Question: how high are the ceilings in here?
The ceiling up in here, I'm gonna say, is 80 feet.
Okay, great. I just wanted to know if I could fly above people.
You can fly. There are like stalactites, so it's you can fly around people though.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I was just gonna see if I could fly towards this guy and
You
then use the
can.
charger feet and hit him. Can I do that?
Yes, you guys do have the church feet. Yeah.
Okay, great.
I need to double check that. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I know at least we do with you gave it to us.
I gave everybody a charger feat that I modified. I don't know if it had that feature to it. It might, but let's continue and not worry about it right now.
Okay, my lowest hit was a 21. Does that hit him?
Yes.
Great. So
Yes, it does.
then Azrael's going to hit him for 36 damage, and then I'm going to hit him for 26 damage.
Okay. Between the two of you, sorting him with your smite and the fiery hose of Azrael, he drifts and he floats off as well. He seems to be dead.
I don't like how you're saying seems to be.
It is now Gilby's turn.
It is under me.
Okay. I'm gonna pat Sobek and say, kill them all, Sobek. And I'm gonna dimension door because I'm really low health behind this here.
Okay.
And then Sobek is gonna he's gonna reckless attack two of the goblins, and he got the lowest he got was a 23.
So he gobbles up one of the goblins and swallows him, and he takes his tail and turns around and whips him and cracks him, and he slams against a stalagmite on the ground. He is brain and bloody mush.
I envision that.
Just a dinosaur whip around.
It's great.
The tail almost
Yes.
just cutting him in half because of how hard he's getting hit, and he slaps into
Yeah,
it.
all those tiny little ribs.
And I'm
cracking.
gonna, and then seeing him right there, I'm gonna bardically inspire Thran. So,
D what? 6, 8?
the D8.
D8. This is a D8.
Like Thran, kill them all.
Awesome. It is now Marad's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go to that one in the back.
You can dash.
Okay, we'll have we'll dash. And then I'm gonna have Galadesh heal me for 11.
All right. If your mount dashes,
You still can go, can't you?
Can I still go?
Yeah,
That's what we've been doing, but
that's what we've
I don't
been
know.
doing. I might revise that
It's been
a little bit, but I might marry the two and say you can do one attack. But you only need one attack for him if you hit him, which is pretty good chance.
you can sneeze on a goblin and kill him.
Yeah, especially barbarian. Even if you rolled a 1 for damage, and you'd still deal.
Well, I hit twice, so that'll be
All right. Seems like well.
Mutilate the corpses.
be 24 damage.
All right, you take your axe and split him, and then right as his body parts are bouncing off of the forest off of the ground, you hack him just for good measure, and he's already gone. He's dead.
Cornered him.
And it is now Zulcool's turn.
Zita's going to. Dang it, there's nothing that he can actually reach.
Nothing to reach for
She can reach.
Zulcool unless you want to blow through a lightning breath on one guy.
No, I'm going to have her actually move backwards and try to see if she can take a little bit of cover behind one of those stalagmites that are on the ground, if possible.
They're
And-
like really tiny.
Oh, okay. No, then never mind. She'll just back up to try to make it more difficult, but I'm going to go ahead and cast Bane with using my pact with
Okay.
the Thief of 5 Fates. So they have to make, these three over here have to make a charisma saving throw. We need
Like one got an 18, the other two failed.
Okay, so the one that made it has no problem with anything, but the other two, when they attack,
Yeah.
will roll a d6, and that goes against their attack rolls.
Okay. They have a -2 to their attack rolls.
So instead of +10, it's +8. Just kidding.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a D4. So if you roll a D6, you can reroll. Or you can just keep the 2.
That's 2. Not
Okay.
worried about it. Okay.
It's an average.
Very good. It is now the Drow's turn. So up here, this Drow up here, the one who is unaffected, who resisted, he goes and he shoots at you. And he says, "Die, Iblith," which is something Drow just love to say again and again to non-Drow. It is a 23 to hit you.
To hit me,
Yes.
I will have Zeta take... That's all
Take
3.
one?
Yeah. I'll have her actually take 2 of the hits.
She can take 1 because it's 1
Oh,
reaction.
1. Okay, 1. Okay, she'll take 1 then.
So then you'll take 26, Zeta will take 13. And
Yeah, that's right.
this Drow up here, he's going to take some shots at Marad. He says, "Put some clothes on!" And he critically fails, and he...
Drops as well.
I don't like them all dropping their bow on a
He's heavy.
5% chance, but he shoots and misses horribly. It just looks very unimpressive.
He just hits one of the dead goblins on the floor.
Well, he shoots an arrow into his floating companion over here, and it moves a little bit, like when something hits an object in outer space. It just okay. That was his turn. This guy over here, for some reason, he's still very confused. Why
I know,
with this
he-
crown of madness
It broke because
broke
I lost
concentration. So he doesn't see. He's like, curses. And so he is going to he's going to take some shots at Marad as well.
I'll have the -2.
Yes, these will be 24 to hit you.
That'll have.
So 3 hits you of 13. So I think that's 39 halved. 38 halved is 19.
Yeah.
19 damage. All right, that is the end of their turn. It is now Narita's turn. Narita, you just were up here. If you want, you can go and glide around and get over to this guy. And Shadow Quill is actually able to hold on, as she is very lightweight and has strong claws.
Okay.
Can hold on to the stalagmite as well.
I'm glad you know stalagmite is
Dee
light.
taught me how to remember.
Yeah, mites around the floor.
Mites crawl on the ground, even though they can crawl anywhere. And tights have to be tight on the ceiling to stay up. Even though it makes no sense, it still makes sense and it helps you.
That's what matters.
The only thing that makes sense is that it makes no sense.
Okay, I got a 22 to hit, so he's gonna take
Yeah.
30 damage from me.
Boom.
And
He is badly hurt, screaming and cursing with your blade deep into his side.
yeah, and Shadow Q just finished him.
And he's very confused because of your look. You have dark blue hair and blue skin. Some might say it leans slightly into the drow features. And so, do you speak Undercommon?
I think I'm the only one that speaks under
Okay.
common.
So-
You speak Elvish and Common. isn't
Yeah.
it?
Zulcool kind of hears like a gasp in the background saying, "You foolish half-drow," like he doesn't know what you are. Anyway, carry on. So you stabbed him, and then Shadow Quill is there.
Yeah, he's gonna take 29 damage from Shadow Quill.
Awesome.
He's just gonna.
Yeah, he had
Finish him,
a
yeah.
few more hit points left. Shadow Quill comes in and just pecks at him and gobbles up his little thin head, and then he drifts and he floats off. He's dead. It is now. The goblins are dead. It is now Thram's turn.
I'm gonna fly over to this one.
He's over
I'm
here.
right here behind that, and I'll do the same thing. I'll kind of stay behind the cover of that stalagmite,
Oh, well, okay.
just mainly for that one. But does a 16 hit for Midnight Flame? Okay, that's what I figured. For
20.
Okay, the other two definitely hit. He's going to take. Oh, I rolled the wrong dice again. That's fine. He's going to take 6 damage from the fire aura from Midnight Flame, regardless, even though he missed. And he's going to take an additional 29 damage from my flail.
Very badly hurts Dark Elf, barely hanging on to life. Over here, as you come around, and he screams from the burns and from the flail. He just shuts up because you can't really scream when you get hit in the face by a flail. And it is now Erlin's turn.
Alrighty, so just for funsies, I'm gonna cast Divine Favor on my weapon. So that does an extra 1d4 of radiant damage.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna fly over to this guy right here, and I'm going to hit him twice, and Azrael's going to hit him as well, and he's going to take 55 damage from the two of us.
Okay, your sword has an extra black swirl around it, and then you guys come in and attack him together with fire and shadow, and his body parts are kind of drifting and floating about in this corner of the room.
Fun.
Gilby, it is now your turn.
Alright, can I get 60 feet away from him? Like, enough to get 60 feet?
No. He's like I said, he's probably 75 feet up in the air just from here, and then you were like way back here.
Okay, well then I'll just stay... Yeah, there's nothing I can really do myself that would have that distance, and I don't want to...
Get him, guys!
Yeah, I'll Bardically inspire someone else, so I'll Bardically inspire...
I think you got a hand crossbow, as you read it.
Oh, I do. Yes.
One attack, but it's
crazy
powerful.
mommy. Yeah.
Crossbow.
So it's a disadvantage at 120 feet, so...
Yeah.
I will shoot him.
Big motor!
Is that a 10?
You hit him!
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 plus 5.
No, you don't. Okay.
Don't.
You clatters against the ground. Get him, guys! And then you said you were inspiring someone, is that right? Or
Yeah, I'll Bardically inspire Nareda.
Nareda, alright.
And then Sobek wouldn't be able to reach that guy, would he?
Sobek just licks his chops and then and he's trying to stand taller, pushing on a stalagmite on the ground, but he just can't reach him.
Okay. Then he'll probably just eat one of the guys that are just floating in the air.
He will just gobble something that's floating by him. Body part. Okay, it is now Murad's turn.
All right, I'm going to get underneath the guy flying over there.
You're under him, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I throw 2 at disadvantage with my axe, and the lowest one's an 18 to hit.
18 will miss.
Will miss, but
You
a
need a
21.
21 will hit. Yes.
So then I'll take 16 damage.
16 damage. All right. He was barely hanging on to your life before, and your first one just disappears by him, and he's very nervous. And your second one definitely hits home, and he floats the axe in his chest a little bit. He's floating, drifting off, and then your axe reappears in your hand. Yeah, what would you guys like to do on your next turn?
Heal. I'm
I
gonna
need
drink
to
a
heal.
health potion
Okay.
for now.
Everybody make a Constitution saving throw as well, as there is another green toxic cloud that floats through the room. I'm gonna say this is like this, going like this, trying to hit as many people as they can. So Murad and Unicorn don't have to do it. Zulcool doesn't have to do it.
I wouldn't.
Erlin doesn't have to do it. It's drifting off in this direction. I'm gonna just need Sobek, Narita, and Shadowquill to... Actually, Shadowquill and Narita are up in the air.
So just Sobek.
Just Sobek.
So bad.
But it is a present cloud that's still moving slowly in the direction where Gilby, where you're at.
Oh, wait.
What does he have to make?
He's got it.
19, yeah.
Yes. So he will save for half damage, which is going to be 12 damage.
Okay.
As he kind of vomits a little bit of the drow he just gobbled, and then he tries to walk away from the cloud, heading in this vicinity. Okay, so you guys see the cloud is still moving in this direction. So, Gilby, what do you do?
I'm gonna... Because I keep my javelin with Sobek, my teleport,
You do?
so I'm gonna teleport myself over there.
Yes, very good. Blah, you teleport right back to the safety, relative safety of Sobek's back.
And then, would I be able to use my my harp to cast Mass Cure Wounds?
You can, at this time you can, yes.
Okay, so Mass Cure Wounds, I forgot how many people.
6.
6 people, right. So 6, well, there's 6 of us,
Mhm.
so 3d8, let me do that real quick. 6, 7. 7,
3d8.
just 7, right? I rolled 3 times. I got 2 3s and a 1.
All right, you guys are kind of going through their equipment under Nax's scrutiny, and you guys have someone standing watch maybe at the next entrance.
I'll stand by.
Go for
Go
it.
ahead.
Okay, I'll do it, yeah.
Okay, Erlin, you and
Oh, yeah.
Azrael are kind of standing watch.
Spellcasting
nothing else
modifier,
happens.
so my spellcasting modifier would be 9.
Charisma.
Right?
Your,
Oh, just
your
charisma.
plus +5, +4, +4.
+4.
Is your hat.
So 7. So everybody gets 11.
There you
11
go.
health.
Oh, 11.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a big difference.
Totals up to 66 HP altogether if everyone was hurt. Great.
Still really low. though.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not a.
I am going to walk up to Murad and be like, "You're a unicorn. Would he spare any healing?"
Galadesh, you hear in your mind, or you hear Galadesh in your mind, Murad. No.
Yikes, dude.
It seems he's not taking a liking to you.
What is it that your unicorn doesn't like from me?
He has a pointy object of his own I'm not very fond of.
He's not a fan of your sword.
Which, well, he didn't say sword, he just said point.
That's how That's how Murad's.
Murad went, but it's sheathed and I'm gonna put it away. Is that gonna help anything?
Galadesh snores, and then he starts to walk away, uninterested in the conversation.
I don't control him. Sorry.
Well,
And I'll just yell, I'll be like, see, I told you that sword's evil. I agree. Even Galadesh knows.
be like, is someone speaking? I don't hear you. And I'm just gonna walk. Now I'm gonna walk towards Erlen and be like, do you have any healing? I am injured very badly and I wish to be of more use in the next battle, but I am under the weather.
Under the
2D,
weather. That's an interesting
4
way of
+ 2.
saying you got
I'm
really,
drinking it.
really
Push
wrecked
it.
in the last fight.
Yes.
21.
I'm gonna just cast Cure Wounds on
+2?
him.
Okay.
You get 10 health.
69.
Pushing.
Good boy.
No,
Walking
I'm
on.
gonna
There you go.
grab my harp again and then I'm gonna do Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
I need to heal myself a lot because I'm really low.
Bang, 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 bang. You play the harp and your bloody scales are regenerating. Your overseer bodyguard, as you guys are going through gear and equipment, Nax kind of says to you guys as you guys are piling up your finding what you find. He says, "So you got an invitation to the same dungeon. What is your purpose as a group?"
Treasure hunting, helping those who need it, basically not being the worst like you guys, so.
I will speak in Draconic and I will say stealing the souls of individuals for my razor, Black Razor.
Your black razor. You have the black razor.
He's like, oh no.
You're not the first one to have that. That sword's
I'm
been around
sure
a
I'm
long time.
Well, it was passed down to
Your
me
sword's
from
a
my uncle.
whore.
And I'll keep speaking in Draconic back to him as he's speaking
Okay,
Draconic.
he'll speak back in Draconic to you, actually.
I'll ask him, how is it that you know Draconic?
I've been around a long time and I know most languages.
Interesting.
Yes.
Red dragon.
Interesting.
How long have you guys been together as a group?
Is
He
still-
says this in common.
Okay, there.
Us three have been together for a while. Those three I think have been together for a while, but all together, I'd say about a month and a half maybe. All together.
You were all from here? This land? This region?
Not necessarily.
I don't think we're all from this region, but
You were born in the Purifier area? All of you, or?
But what do you mean by
Closer.
Purifier area? Down by 100 Axes or Purita?
That anywhere in that vicinity. You can be more specific
I
if
wasn't.
you like.
I wasn't born near 100 Axes.
Where is your origins?
I don't know. My village was killed and I was raised by dwarves, so I don't know exactly where I was born.
I don't know where I was born either. I was raised by a dwarf, but not sure where.
Not the same dwarves, but yeah.
Very interesting. The rest of you were raised by dwarves as well?
No, fresh out of
Absolutely
dwarves.
not.
Just the two.
No, this one likes to kill dwarves, so.
I think I prefer less dwarves than others here.
I was born in a town I don't remember. I was raised by dryads.
Oh, that's interesting.
What about you? Where were you born?
I was born far north, close to a place called Baldur's Gate.
Why is it that you're here? Now I'll speak to him in Draconic as I'm having this conversation. I'm liking this conversation in Draconic right now.
I
You
am
may-
here to grow, and let me ask you guys another question. Back in common. Gloom Breach, which hovers over your lands, that is a bastion full of all manner of undead. Undead tends to be the enemy of most living, all living, perhaps. What have your kingdoms done about it? What have you done about it?
Well,
You
we've
just-
assisted
if-
Tide Town and whatever they need against it, but we haven't had much.
You
At
killed
least
the
I- we-
vampire.
Most of us were. Well, yeah, we did kill a vampire. So that's actually a decent start.
You
but-
did.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where was this vampire?
In an underwater cavern.
Yes.
I
was
still
held
have his
hostage
coffin,
there.
don't I?
It was.
I do still have his
similar
coffin.
to-
Do you know if this vampire is of Gloom Breach or of this area, this land?
I do believe. I'm not
We
sure.
didn't
we
really
killed
ask.
him.
Yeah, we didn't ask too many
We
questions.
didn't ask questions. So.
Vampires, regardless of where they're from, are bad news. So
Well,
He
that
seemed
is-
nice, but he died.
it's a shame. If he had been from Gloom Breach, it could have been valuable.
I
What is the
agree, and I'll again
purifiers?
say it in Draconic because he'll understand. But yes,
And
I
well,
do
I'll,
agree.
I'll ask him in Draconic because I see this conversation going on. And I'll say, "Are you a true follower of the Purifiers?"
Well, it seems to me that you are all ex-purifiers, so none of you are. And
That did not answer my question.
I am my own. I do not swear allegiance to anyone. Others swear allegiance to me. Even Zelkai.
do you believe? I won't know. They're talking about that because it's in.
And
He
I'll say
steps
you're-
really, really close to you as he says this. And he gets almost nose to nose. He says, if you knew better, you could smell it. I want you to make a
He's a red
Arcana
dragon.
or
He's a
history
red
check.
motherfucker.
Come on.
Steve's just trying to sound him as a red.
no. He was whispering this. I wouldn't have heard
What
this.
is it?
Right?
Arcana?
That's what you're saying.
I'm gonna use a lucky point for this because I want to really know what it is.
You can hear it. He's not whispering. He's
Oh,
just
okay.
approaching
No, I'm gonna do my blue dice.
Gilby for this.
11 plus 4. 15. Yeah, 15.
Okay. He smells kind of like you, but a little bit different.
More
There's
mature.
no metallic sense of any kind to him, but he smells a little bit of fire, charcoal, ash.
And I'll say, you don't, like, I'll say you smell kind of like, a bit like I do, but you look human.
You right when you say a bit like I do, he says ha, and he gives you a shove, and that's gonna be like mid-20s to shove you
Yeah.
backwards. And you like step back. You're like ha,
Okay,
like
I'll be
you, maybe a little bit.
I'll be like,
So are you? Since I understood this conversation in Draconic, I say so. You are dragonborn as he is.
I am no dragonborn. I am a dragon.
I knew it. But I'll say it without laughing.
Clever.
Yes.
Points at you.
So what are you doing with the Purifiers?
Oh, what are they doing with me?
You and
Zelkai is mine. And
So Zelkai is no longer Purifier?
I am recruiting.
Interesting.
And
So is that note from you then?
since you all know how to handle yourselves,
we may yet survive. I'm with
may
you.
have a use for you.
Is this still in Draconic?
This is uncommon.
Okay,
Most of his discussion from him,
So-
most of it. has been
Is it?
uncommon.
Okay.
Yes.
if was the dragon part in Draconic or was that in Common?
Dragon parts in Draconic.
Okay.
What happened to Draconic?
I'm a dragon is common.
Yeah, he
Okay.
said that on.
So now that we know that you're a dragon, so what was that note from you? Or
That this note is not from you. Someone. The question is,
Who?
who is this from? This was given to Zelkai, the note that he received. I was not given it. You were given it. I don't know what the common denominator is just yet.
Well, all of the his people. What?
Yantis.
The Yantis also received the same message from somebody.
Yes. Someone is playing a game with us. Perhaps they wanted... It could have been a letter from a potential ally, or it could be someone trying to stir the pot of the land.
Okay. What exactly did you want from us? I mean, granted, from this we already kind of know what you want, but
I'm recruiting.
are you
And
recruiting as a purifier or recruiting as
I'm recruiting
yourself?
as me, as Pyronax. That is my true name.
What is your true purpose? though?
Would we have heard his name before? Can I roll a
You
history?
guys can roll a history check.
Well, that's a critical fail. I
Oh,
just
me
got
too.
some
I
dumber.
don't, yeah, me neither.
Pyronax.
18?
I got a
19?
19.
A
19.
natural 20.
Oh,
Shit.
Okay.
no, super.
You've all
He critically failed too.
Yeah.
besides
Oh.
yes,
Yeah,
besides
he's
Gilby and Fram, everyone else has heard of Pyronax. Pyronax's father, Volcanus, many years ago, ruled over the Purifier army, and he was actually the main big bad in our very second campaign,
Yes.
which did involve our very first characters as
Yes.
well. And that Andrus and Dee were present for both campaigns. Okay, Volcanus was the big bad, and they allied with Pyronax to defeat his father, Volcanus. His mother, with the natural 20, only one of you knows this, Nareda. His mother is Tiamat, the dragon queen, the goddess, the evil goddess of all dragons, of all chromatic, so non-metallic dragons. And she...
Oh shit.
I'm gonna just bring this out real quick. Is that okay with you guys?
Heck yes!
This is called what we like to call a flex.
I think it's great.
Well,
Showcase
it's
that.
fantastic.
Paid promotion by Stephen Oaks.
This episode
This video is sponsored by.
Stephen Oaks Art.
This is Tiamat.
Oh she.
And it's an older paint job of mine. I'm actually working on a new one right now. Started it today. So, anyway, so that is Pyronax's origin. Now, Tiamat's actually given birth to many dragons, but yeah. So Pyronax is an extra strong red dragon, and he at one point went to war against the Purifiers with some adventurers and some townsfolk to battle the Purifiers and Volcanus, and they slew him. And then Pyronax disappeared for some time. Now in the campaign, the very first campaign, before the second campaign, the party actually fought Pyronax and had a very brutal fight, teaming up with many warriors to defeat him when he was younger. So that's our little history recap. Back to characters being present.
Alright.
You have a deep history, Mr. Pyronax.
I do. And if you care about this realm at all, you will join me in my cause.
And what
The
cause?
giants.
What's your cause?
The giants have done nothing to defeat Gloombreach, to make any extensive attack against Gloombreach. They keep fighting amongst themselves. The goblins just scatter and run. And the humans of Town just hope for the best and put up their shields and defenses. They've done nothing to attack Gloombreach. I will unite all of the kingdoms of this land under one banner, under one cause, and make sure that Gloombreach gets sent back to where it belongs.
And what would you do after?
After, I'm unconcerned with after, and I'm only concerned with my foe, and that is Gloombreach the Undead, which should not be here.
Do you share some of the same views as the Purifiers of everybody having basically a human master race?
Humans are not a master race.
I
Dragons
agree.
are, right?
Fair enough.
He gives a half wink, and that's it.
The only reason I asked that is because that was one of the main reasons that I didn't want to be part of the Purifiers anymore, is because I saw with the path they were going down, and it wasn't right. So I'm more than happy to help because I agree. I care about this realm. I want to live. I want my family and the people that raised me and that I care about. I want them to live. So I don't have any problems joining and helping you if that is what you truly want to do. I'm more than happy to help you.
That is. What about the rest of you?
Do you have a problem with my black razor?
My Breckle?
Breckle?
I don't have a problem with either one. Your Brackle is fine and Black Razor as well.
I'll be confused.
Then I
What's
do
a
not have a
Breckle?
problem with you, good sir.
I will overlook it as it is from this plane in this realm, and you found it is yours. It is your burden to bear.
Yes, indeed it is.
Well, if yours path is the one that will save this realm, then I will join you.
It is. You will choose well to do so.
My axe and my sword.
You've got my flail.
Ticking time bomb.
You see his gaze and his attention is going to you, who's looking at him and he can't quite read you.
I wish what is best for this realm and to get rid of the undead. If you truly believe and you truly say that is what you want, then I will join you. However, if you betray me, I will not take kindly to that.
What would this treachery be?
Lying.
Slavery.
I love how we're talking like we could actually do something about it.
I'm just trying to be cool. I don't know.
He's just like,
I got his stats if you guys want to fight him right now. His stats are ready.
and he's just like, bring it. He flicks her once. And you see her splat into a wall.
Hey, I
Done.
could hit him like once maybe before I died.
As long as your initiative is higher.
But hey, that's okay.
He may even give you a mercy 5 rounds, and then he'll end you.
I would just say, lying, trying to take power, and put yourself above others when it is not
I will.
needed.
I will do those things in order to save this realm. They're going to quarrel and they're going to fight because they're all their own kingdom and they're all concerned with what race they
How
are.
do you plan on uniting them then?
Conquer. We're
And
going to take over the giants.
What if you get overwhelmed? Then what? What if we get overwhelmed? Then
We'll
what?
be smart about it. I've already died once. I don't plan on doing it again.
The fuck?
Pardon?
I've been to hell. I was once one of the guardians over my mother's, the Dragon Queen, Tiamat. Her realm.
And how did you get back?
I met some good adventurers like yourselves. A little stronger.
She knows the team. You guys know his history, and I'm just up here like, what the fuck?
This guy's a dragon.
Once you said
it is a
Tiamat,
Gilliwood is the
I would
sun.
cringe because I know who Tiamat
Yeah,
is.
I don't like her either.
If you have such an issue with undead, why are you undead? Are you not?
I am not undead. I am
That's pretty
alive.
alive to me.
Flesh and blood. He even opens up his mouth, which isn't his mouth, and it looks like flesh and blood. It's not disintegrating or anything. Do you wish to see me as I really am?
Yes. I just want to see. I don't want to fight you. I already said that I want to see how big this guy is.
Do we have enough room in this chamber for that?
Nope.
I did not think so.
There's too many pokey things up and down.
That's fair.
I will
won't
walk
show
up
you
and
my
whisper
form
to her
either.
here, and I'll say, "The enemy of our enemy is our friend."
I am the
For
best
time.
chance that this realm has. The giants, the humans barely get along. The hobgoblins certainly don't. They need to obey somebody who they're scared of, and they will fear me.
I will join you.
It's a step up from the purifiers, 100%.
It's like, what he meant was, yes, definitely.
He already
the
knows.
best
I already said
option.
yes.
Yes.
I already told him how I felt.
Fixated on Gilby right now. What problem
What
do you
makes
have with
you
me, Golden
better
One?
than the purifiers in the end?
I'm stronger. I don't care to put my race above others. I am just better, and that's it. I don't need to mutilate anyone else. I don't need to do the things that the purifiers do that most people have quarrels with. I simply need to be in charge, and it needs to happen because I am the only red dragon you'll find who will give a damn.
And I'll just say,
Flexes.
well, you may not be the only dragon that exists. I am a dragonborn.
You're a dragonborn. You,
My
That means
my
very
mother
little
or
to
father
me.
may also exist if I exist.
Your mother and father may be dragonborn as well. A golden dragonborn, perhaps, but I know of no golden dragonborn anywhere near this area.
say I will join, but if, as Erilyn said, if I do not agree with something, I will not be by your side. But I will join. I will join and see what happens.
Blue lady. Sea elf.
I think I don't have another choice. So I'm
Well, if that's what it takes for now, then that is what I will accept for the moment.
okay.
So, as dragons be dragons, are you looking for this treasure just for your own sake, or is this battle?
If any of these other kingdoms obtain this item, I am sure that they will go to war with any other kingdom. We will take it, and we will use it to build up our unified banner.
It makes sense. From what we've heard about the object that's supposed to be down here, it makes complete sense why you'd want to use it for that purpose. So
The fact that the door opened on a blood moon makes me nervous about what lies further down in these chambers, whether there may be some type of lichen types. So I don't know if you have that same
be.
suspicion.
If there are werewolves, then there are werewolves. We will deal with it. If there are undead, there are undead. We will deal with it.
Last question, sir. Is this a test? Is that why you
Oh yes,
have...
this is your audition.
how are we doing so far?
Start walking towards the opening for the next room, and I'll be like, I'll show you what I'm worth. And then I'll walk up.
I will resume my silent observation. And he steps back, and he's putting the treasure into a bag of holding. Just
Nice.
gear and equipment disappearing.
Okay,
like
I'm
he's
gonna
got a
roll...
hoard.
It's like he's got a hoard.
Zeta, can
I
she
wanted
do
to
stealth?
give the red letter and say,
Pyronax.
does this look familiar? But that wouldn't make sense.
For how large Zeta is, would she be able to do stealth along with myself?
No, she can at disadvantage.
Okay.
So the only one without the disadvantage penalty is Shadow Cloak.
You wanna know how I go still? Ethereal plane.
Ethereal plane. It's not
She
stealth,
is.
but
Well, that
it's,
doesn't matter because
it's
she
a
rolled a
great-
natural 20.
Not a disadvantage.
Oh, piss. Well, then it's a 13.
Could you imagine
What's her
getting a double
stat for
natural
that?
20
That
for a
is-
disadvantage roll?
then that's
Stealth
just
would
destiny
be
reaching into the game.
constant- no, dexterity. What's
she
her
will be
dexterity?
stealthy.
It does not have it on here.
A freaking blue.
What would be her
and just-
dex?
She's just gonna roll a raw d20.
Okay, so it's 13. Okay. I'll see what I roll.
I mean, you'll just use her roll because you're mounted on
Oh,
her.
that's right. Okay,
Unless
so
you're not
13.
mounted.
No, that's fine. Okay, I'll use a 13. I will try to stealthily move into the next room.
Okay, very good. And the next segment is going to have a elaborate setup, so we're gonna pause right here.
Awesome.
Yeehaw.
All right, welcome back, beholders. We have initiative continuing as it was before, and who is going first?
It was me.
He was in first.
Zulcool?
That's right. I was trying to go stealthy. I rolled a 13, so we'll see
Roll
how that goes.
13. Yeah. You see a bunch of actually your dark vision is 60 feet.
Yes. Let me make sure that that's 60 feet. No, it's not less.
It's only 60 or 120, and
Oh,
Drow have 120, and dragons and very few things have that far. There's an eldritch invocation for getting the 120, but yeah. Okay, so you don't hear anything. Make a disadvantage perception check.
Oh, that's perception check?
Yeah.
Perception would be 15.
Okay. You don't hear anything, but you can tell that you are now in an extremely large cavernous area. You hear things that seem very far away, giving you the clue, like water dripping, little else that you're hearing right now. And it's a big, vast blackness ahead of your 60 foot.
I will continue to move slowly forward as I am aware of noises, but I'm not sure what those noises are. Right? I want to prove my worth to Pyronax, so I will continue to move myself forward slowly.
Okay, you hear an undercommon fire and arrows from
60 feet, yeah.
entities headed in your direction.
I will use another spell slot to cast shield, since I heard the fire.
There's another guy right here.
Can't get
Just in case you weren't planning on killing you, just gonna give it now.
I'm at 27 right now to hit.
Alright, let's see if these goblins can hit you.
Ooh, it's in the critical.
No, they cannot. They need a natural 20 to hit you with the 27.
Oh, nice. Save yourself on that one.
Well, I mean, at least on the goblins, at least.
Okay, one arrow as a whole bunch of little arrows kind of bounce around you and clatter around you. One arrow manages to hit you, dealing 4 points of damage.
Oh, man.
Feel his wrath.
Dang, what you gonna do?
Yeah, but how many arrows would have hit me if I hadn't have done that? I'm just saying, I would have probably
For
been
sure.
dead.
Okay, so that was the goblins. There's 3 drow that are going to shoot at you. Since you volunteered to go up front. A 21 won't hit you,
No.
and a 14 this round won't hit you.
Okay. Cool, I am... After
So
that...
a bunch of arrows bounce off of your arcane shield and around you.
Okay.
And one got through. It is now your turn.
I am
That was the
quickly
surprise
retreating
round.
back into the comfort of my companions real quick and telling them there are lots of arrows. I cannot see what is shooting, but some were small,
Out of the
other
blackness.
ones were large and what they sounded like.
Let me go and scout ahead, and then I'll let you guys know what I find, and I'll just hop on since I somehow
to your
was
ethereal
dismounted. No, I'll go forward with Midnight Flame and go into the ethereal plane.
Very good. Okay.
And I'll scout ahead.
Do you have dark vision?
You know what? I don't think I
Right,
do.
You're human, and yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
No?
it wouldn't make sense.
So you
Can
do
anybody
have
give me dark vision for this?
There's a spell.
you have light that emanates from your red mare, but because you're in the ethereal plane, I'll say that you can. I'll say that you can see. It's getting way too complicated when I think about that. All right, spare the moment. So you can see its light, but they can't see its light. Okay, and you're going around, and you see there's a little patrol of goblins there. There's some archers back here and up here, and this is like a little drow outpost that you're flying over. That's been
Roll the
carved
21
out of.
for
the rocks.
perception, if you wanted me to roll perception.
And there's another squad of goblins there. That's what you got.
How long did that take me to fly around there?
A few minutes.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm utilizing my ethereal plane time
Yes.
as much as I can. So, okay, so I'll come back, pop out of the ethereal plane, and kind of lay out the positions of everybody so that they know. So,
Okay.
what you can see is what I saw.
And this is all kind of discussed in the previous room that you guys were in.
Would they have been running still towards the doors? Or
No.
would they have gone? Okay.
They would have held.
Nope, they're being given orders on what they should be
Gotcha,
doing. And
I will ask. I know this is going to be a shot in the dark, literally, but did you happen to kind of hear the direction that gave the order of fire? Or was it all just kind of a blur?
It's a cave. You'd
At the time, it was something that just happened quickly, so
you,
that's fine.
You're
I
just
was more
hearing
concerned
it all
in not
around you
dying.
because the sound's bouncing off of all the
Yes.
cavern walls and things.
good question.
So what I'm going to see is I'm going to talk to Erlen and Nareda and see, do you and you want to go into the ethereal plane? I can take you, she can take Shadowquill, and we can go right up to the top and start killing people while they come in from the bottom and take out all of the guys on the bottom.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah?
I can do that.
What do you guys think?
Fireballs.
Fresh out.
I do have mine.
Pretty
I do
sure
have-
it's mine.
Do I have my fireball or do I have my flail? I can't remember. I know I have one.
Flail got used.
Okay, then I have my fireball still.
Yes.
Okay. So what we'll do, that will be the cue. You know that we're up here is I will fireball in an area, and as soon as you guys see the fireball, you'll know that we're attacking. Deal? Yes.
Sounds
The
good.
problem is how are we gonna see?
You have.
I don't know.
You don't have
this dragonborn?
You guys have been
I
seeing
don't think so.
all along because you've been in small rooms because of the light given off of your 2 red mares. This next room will be much bigger, and they will have a limit to that vision. Basically, dark vision of 60 feet all the way around each red mare.
Does anybody
I
have
will-
the ability to cast any type of light within this room? Perhaps... No, I will not ask Pyronax. This is our test.
And I'll turn to Pyronax and say, maybe we want to see the test of your power, Pyronax. Why don't you light the room for us?
As soon as he said that, I'm gonna be like, I don't
gonna
think
back
we need to
away
test
now.
this power. I think we already know.
I'm just like...
but- I will just say, I don't question power. I don't
He
think he really
smiles at you.
does.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, if you feel the need to light the room up, that's fine. If not, we'll find a way. And then I'll just say, if you do have dark vision, I would recommend not looking directly into the room. Just try and look at the wall so you'll see the blast of the fireball. Because it will hopefully blind these guys. And
Because you guys are coming in on red mares, you're bringing in light already, your fireballs will not be doing...
they won't because we'll be in the ethereal plane. So
That's true, yeah.
I can also maybe stun them a little bit with a spell. I can cast daylight and maybe that will
Ooh.
help.
how long does daylight last? A couple seconds?
An hour.
It's a long time.
That's perfect for in there.
That would give us light in the room.
So I'll fireball, and then
How
as
large
soon as
is
you
the
see her
area?
daylight,
60 feet of bright light and 60 of dim. So 60 and then...
so basically 120 vision of,
Oh, that's
or of
dim light vision,
light,
and
yep.
at least.
I would center it right above that area. So, okay. You guys ready? Narita?
Yes.
Alright. Then I'll take her into the ethereal plane, and I'm assuming she's going to take
Yep.
Shadow Quill.
As long as Shadow Quill doesn't like kill me, that would be cool.
Well, how would that work? Can she still be mounted on Shadow Quill, and we'll take her? Like, how does that work if we're taking them into the ethereal plane? We just need to be touching them, basically?
Touching, I believe, is... actually, I have
Or how would it
no idea
work?
how your red mares work with that.
No, For tonight, we'll say that they can move around, but in order to come back into the plane, they need to be have the
With us.
interaction.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Then just stay close to us. We'll fly together as soon as... That's the good thing, that since she can fly,
No, she glides.
Glides.
Yeah.
True.
glides.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what we'll do is we'll have you glide up and get up. Do you want to start in this part, or do you want to start all the way up top? Because you can always glide down.
Yeah, on top.
On top. Okay, so we'll go into the ethereal plane, and we'll go all the way to the top with her. As soon as she's up there, I'll exit if you're okay with it, and then I'll cast fireball on those 3 guys right there.
And then I'll just come
Well,
over and
Midnight
cast
Flame will cast fireball.
Daylight,
I
like-
can't. I'm just.
kind of floating, yeah, that general
Okay.
area.
All right. Sounds good.
So they need to make a dex save.
All right, they're gonna fail their dex save.
Okay, so they'll take 37 fire damage.
All right.
Firefall.
These 3 drow burn up into cinders, and that was Thram. Erlen, you're going
I still
right as this is going.
My
Thram, you can still go yourself.
That's. Okay, so both of my attacks will hit, and they will take.
I guess you're attacking this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to take 27 damage from my flail, and then an additional 6 fire damage from being in Midnight Flame's aura.
He's barely hanging on for dear life right now.
Okay.
Yeah, boom, and then Erlen, what are you doing?
So I'm going to cast daylight. Well, I'm gonna appear and then
Yes.
cast daylight, and then I'm gonna have Midnight Flame, or sorry, Azrael. Wow, that's the first time that's happened. Go back into the ethereal plane, and I'm going to use his remaining movement speed to just try and fly back up to that guy or one of the guys up there.
Well, he's in a tower. I just don't have.
The top.
We'll say he's not in a tower tonight. That's fine.
Okay.
Because I don't have it. Okay. And yeah, so you're in the ethereal plane again over here. And you phased in.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So then, Narita, what would you like to do?
Who can I tag? The guy near me?
Yeah, this guy is barely hanging on for dear life.
And then you have the guy in the tower.
There's a guy in a tower right here as well.
I'm just gonna attack the guy in the tower.
Yes.
The guy in the tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since they're going.
And I got a natural 20.
Mine is.
He's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, so
fortress,
he's
you
gonna
wouldn't
take
direct.
68 damage from me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
You recognize this as you stab through him as his robes. This is the wizard that's been casting that poison cloud kill spell. You stab him through his face, and he falls over.
One of his face holes got pierced.
He didn't have the right contingencies for an assassination cast on him, and he is dead.
That's beautiful.
Happens to the best of us, man.
Steveson.
There goes their wizard.
One fell swoop.
All right, awesome. So, okay, so that is at the end of your guys' turn. The drow are gonna go, and everyone else is gonna go on this next turn. I'm gonna, because the drow are in here, I'm gonna let the drow go ahead of those who have not gone yet.
Yep.
Okay,
Makes sense.
and
There's only 3 left.
I do
this
have
guy, gurgling, barely alive, tries to attack Midnight Flame.
Would he have
He
any...
critically fails. He's just got no energy left. No, this is Midnight Flame's counterattack.
Yeah, he's natural 20, he's dead.
And he gets
just
punched.
trampled.
His head gets flipped back, burnt up, and he falls
Yikes.
down to the ground.
As soon as I said that, I was like, I don't care whose it is, it's a natural 20, he's dead.
And this guy over here,
Can't see any
he's
of us.
holding his action, and he says, "Oh, they're up here!" And then he kind of curls down and hides back on a ledge down here. That's what he's doing. But he's gonna stay right there. Okay, and so these guys are going to bunch up and get their turns ready, and the goblins are instructed to march forward, and they're holding their attacks, and then okay, and then there is a squad of reinforcements that comes out, and they're gonna dash to fan out, and they're going to try to get ready to deal with you guys. Okay, it is now going to be. There's some held actions. It's now going to be Gilby's turn. Yes.
Okay. We'll come in, and I will cast Fireball in this direction.
Over here.
All the
Okay.
goblins.
Yeah.
Even if they make their save, will they survive?
All right. They got a.
They need a
They got
17.
a 16.
That's 17.
Yeah,
All right.
I highly doubt they're going to
Even if they made it, they don't burn.
Okay.
Okay.
Christ.
And
Fire.
then
The lone survivor
So
like,
wrong.
wait a second.
Sobek would come up to him and just bite his face.
Headed in
If
this
he can-
direction. Okay.
If he can reach
Well,
him. I don't know.
he's gonna. We'll say tonight he can dash and attack. So,
Yes? Okay.
Yeah. Until I
Yeah.
Oof, he's dead.
23. So
Okay, he's
I guess
gobbled up. Nom 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 nom. Eats the goblin, and it is now Maraud's turn.
All right, I'm going to run in, and how close is the closest one?
I mean, that's the closest one.
By how far? Like how much distance do I cover?
You're traveling like 60 feet to get here.
Okay. So just barely. So then I'll rage, and everyone in a 5-foot wide, 60-foot long line has to make a Constitution saving throw.
In front of you.
In front, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think even if he made the save, he'd take the full brunt. But what he failed?
Okay. So it'll be 10 damage.
Yep, you got him.
From that. He's dead.
That'll do it.
Okay. Then I will attack the other one. And it's going to be a 22 to hit. And it's going to be 9 damage.
9 damage. That'll do it. You hack
Nice.
into him, and Was that lightning on the other one?
No, that was a brilliant light.
From your rage. Okay, yeah. Now, you have more movements and a second attack.
We'll move up to the next one then. Your last attack. Natural 20.
He's dead.
Steve's like, yep.
He's like a paste on
Hack into that one, come through in a perfect slice across the head, decapitating him. Yeah. It's now Zulcool's turn.
Will Zeta be able to dash to one of the drow?
Not
That's up here?
well, you're on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I'd have to climb too, yes.
Can I see that reacher, we'll call him? Thank you. Okay, so coming in, this point here is going to be 60 feet to get right there, to that point. Yes. Now, as you are coming through, because I forgot to do it before, so I'm going to do it on your turn. But there is a hallucinatory terrain, and what seems like figures coming out of the ground. I'm going to do 3 here on Galadesh, and 3 here coming in on Zeta, and one very brave bugbear coming out to attack this one. So this is for the Mr. Brave Bugbear, and he gets 16 to hit you.
Yep, exactly what I need.
Okay, he barely strikes for what he needs. That's going to be with a sneak attack. It's going to be 16 damage from the bugbear.
So 10 damage.
And you need to roll for damage. 2. Okay. So then 3 16s and a 10 because of crit. So what math that?
3 16s and a 10.
48,
And a
58.
10. On who?
On
On
Zeta.
Zeta. Alright, so 58 total damage on Zeta
Ooh, she's looking terrible.
with their surprise advantage.
And then
sneak
Galadesh
attacks.
is going to take his legendary action and give me +2 to my AC.
Okay.
Ooh, she is looking. That's a winner. Okay.
Okay, now this is attacks against Galadesh, but only one hits him.
Okay.
And that's going to be 16. And next up, it is
Does Zulcool get to go now?
Zulcool's turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with the bugbears now on Zeta, I'm gonna have Zeta. Yeah, I'll do my attacks. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark one of them. Not Hunter's Mark, sorry. Hexblade Curse one of them. The one right next to me.
Yeah.
And I will have Zeta attack one, and I will attack the next one over.
Okay.
Stupid 3. Okay. Zeta definitely hits. I mean, their armor class is below 20, I guess.
But yeah, their armor
Okay.
class is 16.
So that's 40 damage from Zeta.
Okay, Zeta
minus
cracks
9.
his spine,
Minus 9.
kills him.
Okay, and then I attacked, missed on the first attack, because that is going to be a 12, so 12 misses, right? And then the second one does hit, okay. No, D10, sorry. Whoops, wrong one. That is going to be 16 damage, and... I will use Cursebringer as well to add an additional 2d8 damage to him.
Okay.
Just to try to get rid of as many of these guys as possible. That was a 6. 11 more damage.
All right. Now he falls over dead from your stab.
I
What
get
is
to heal.
Cursebringer? For the everybody, including me. I don't even know.
It adds 2d8 to my damage. It's like a smite.
Okay. So your Black Razor sword charges up with some dark green swirl and
It only affects hex-bladed enemy. I can't just do it at random.
excellent. Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
that's not...
Okay. Next up, it is the Drow who have gone this round. So now it is Nareda's turn.
59.
Now you killed the wizard, You see some more archers and soldiers have popped out. Here is the closest. There's 5 targets.
But I am almost dead. That's it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack the guy over there.
Over here. Come down, gliding in for the kill.
Got a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And he's gonna take 27 damage from me.
I moved my hex to it on my turn.
And I got 19 to hit for Zulcool.
19 barely misses.
Okay. Yeah, so that was
Alright,
my
you
turn.
come in striking for quite a bit of damage, and Shadow Quill is just barely didn't penetrate through the tough adamantine armor quite enough. It is now Thram's turn.
I'm going to fly down to the guy that I saw kind of hide behind
Wait, is
this
this mine?
stalagmite.
Yeah, to this guy.
Yep.
Okay.
I hit him twice. He's going to take 21 damage from me. He's going to take another 6 fire damage, and then I'm going to disappear back into the ethereal plane, and I'll stay right there.
Why are you stealing my
Alright. He roars in surprise as you come around quickly and speedily to his point, and then you are. Wait, you said disappear?
Into the ethereal plane.
Well, that's a full action to disappear.
Yep, and she didn't attack.
And she didn't attack. So you guys disappear into the ethereal plane. And it is now
My turn.
Erlen's turn.
Okay, so I have a quick question. How far away are these guys?
Oh,
Oh, about 50 feet, you know.
I also have another
I'd
follow-up
say
question.
you have 80 to get right here.
Okay, then my second question is irrelevant.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my Lance of Lightning on the first guy, hoping to hit all 3 with lightning bolts.
I see.
Is that kosher?
It's kosher.
Okay, great. So that's a 23 to hit him.
That hits.
Okay, great. Let me do some. So he takes a 9 damage
Fail their
already.
dex saves.
Great. Let me do some quick maths. And they're gonna take 33 damage from my lance.
Oh, wow. Okay. They all die from lightning.
Great.
And the 3 of them collapse to the ground. Bear just enough damage to electrocute all 3 of them.
Okay, so does that lance
That
count?
lance is used up and gone. That's one of your attacks.
That's one of my attacks, great. So can I go to the other guy and attack him?
You can. You'll have to switch to a bolter because you used up 80
Yep.
your 80 feet.
I don't hit him. Doesn't matter.
You're switched weapons, but it misses. He bounces off his armor, and it is Gilby's turn.
Okay. Well, Sobek's gonna attack the guy right next to him. So he will definitely hit him
All right.
for 33 damage.
He crunches his bones and eats his head.
Okay, and then I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern on these 2.
Oh, excellent. All right. So let's have them do their wisdom saving throw, which they fail as they go into a hypnosis trance.
Okay, yep, they're charmed. So
Next it is, that was Gilby, it is Marad's turn.
Alright, I'm going to attack the bugbears around me.
Yeah.
The first one, I'm going to attack one at a time. 16 to hit the first one.
That'll hit him. That's what you need, is 16.
And that's going to be 18 damage.
Okay, he is barely standing.
And I'm hitting a different one. 14 damage.
Okay, he's barely standing as well.
And then Galadash is going to attack the first one I attacked. And get an natural 20.
Skewers him through the face, falls over dead. And the other 2 are hurt, or one of them is badly hurt, and it is now. That was Murad. It is now Zulcool's turn.
Zeta did hit, dealing the 40 damage to that bugbear. That's the last bugbear in front of her.
40 damage.
40 damage.
Falls over dead.
And
Crunches his
then
bones.
I will use my last spell slot to cast Hungers of Hadar on whatever it can reach in these.
You need a point you can see. So, what point can you see that you centering that on?
I guess it depends if it's spheric. I guess it wouldn't go through the ground.
I will say that Zeta can technically burrow through and pop out.
Yeah, let's have her use her movement speed to move me up, I guess, up there, yeah. And then I will cast... Well, I don't want to be in Hungers of Hadar either. Oh, shit. Hungers of Hadar. Hungers of Hadar. No, actually, I know what I'm doing then. That's tough because I personally can't see up there. There's just that guy and that guy right there.
There's 3 here, 1 here, 2 here.
Can I cast Cone of Cold? Would I hit?
You can hit 2 guys with Cone of Cold.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do that for now. I'll cast Cone of Cold.
Okay. They do their Constitution saving throw. They get a 15.
That is not high enough.
Yeah.
8d8. Yeah. 27 damage.
Yep, with your 27 damage, you badly hurt a couple of these guys. All right.
Oh, she had attacked one of them.
She had.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of them is dead and one of them is badly hurt.
Okay. That's my turn.
So he freezes and falls to the ground and splinters. Shatters. It is now the Drow's turn. Okay, so this Drow here is a priestess, and she says, "Kill your friends. Make a wisdom saving throw."
It's understandable. Okay. Well,
Another 9.
Don't make it. That was like 10.
All right, so on your next turn, you're going to do everything in your power to go kill your friends.
Great.
do I gotta make
Whoever's
a
the
save
closest
for that,
friend.
or-
You
At the end of
do
your
at
turn.
the...
Oh, it depends. I don't know what the curse or what it is that you're casting.
It's a dominate person. I will pull that up in just
I can
a
do it for
second
you,
and let
Steve.
you know. Okay. And out of here, out steps a high priestess.
Oh, shit.
And she is very powerful, and she is going to twin spell a nasty one. And she
Shield.
is
I don't have any more.
she is going to twin. Well, no, she's not. She's going to step up to Nareda, and she says, "Taste my loving embrace."
Oh
And-
no!
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, nice.
And this is going to be twinned to Zulcool as well, so Zulcool also needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
77.
And you need a 19.
19. You just got
Yeah,
it.
Just barely make it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you
A
save for
19.
half damage. And so both of you have a spider just appear out of nowhere, the size of your head, and then come up and bite your face. And that's going to be, would be 38 damage, is going to be halved to
17. I rolled a
to
17. That sucks.
Nine-
Still not good enough.
19?
No. What did you say was
To
the
19.
19?
So, you made it, so that's half damage down to 19.
Okay.
Yes. And same for you. So you need
I got a 17.
You got a 17, so you'll take the full 38 poison
I
damage.
take no damage. I'm immune to
You're immune to poison damage. Awesome.
That was
She didn't know
pretty
that.
iconic.
I'm like, what? Who's tickling my neck?
Dominate person.
Feels
then
good.
They make the save anytime they take damage.
That's what I thought.
Yes,
Punch
that's what I was
me
about to
very hard
say.
in the face,
No
though.
one, no one
no.
knows this has happened. You're in no man's land right now.
That's true. You got me
You guys
there.
always squirm out. Every time I've ever cast Dominate Person, somehow the caster gets hurt or the person gets hurt, and nothing ever happens. This time something's happening. Okay, so...
Attack Pyronax. Just kidding. He would murder you. Just kidding. No.
Alright, this guy over here is going to hold his action, and he says, "On me!" to these guys, and they're all going to hold longbows, and he says, "Surround my position and wait for them to reappear."
Yeah, you can't do anything to break
Okay,
this.
so these guys are held.
Incapacitated.
This guy comes
You
up
can
here
still
and
play,
attacks
you just
Shadow
attack
Quill.
Murad, probably.
He's going to miss. This guy is going to come up here and he's going to attack Shadow Quill. He's going to miss. This guy is going to attack Zeta, who just popped up right next to him. He natural 20s. Right as Zeta's jaws have just burst through, he stabs right into the back of the throat
Of who?
with his crit to Zeta. So Zeta's going to take, instead of the 39, he's going to take 49 points of damage.
9 minus 3 is
As he starts bleeding,
46
she starts
plus
bleeding
90.
considerably from that attack. This drow here is going to run up and she is going to attack Shadow Quill, and this time with advantage because it's a trio
She
surrounding,
has 10
and that'll
health
hit
points left.
for 39 points of damage as he stabs 3 times in quick succession to Shadow Quill. Yeah, dead. I've got a few goblins here. They're going to use their bows on. I assume you've been recklessly. They're going to attack the unicorn. They're going to say, "That's an ugly white beast. Kill it!"
Alright, Gardash is going to give himself 2 AC.
Okay, they're goblins. However, a 23
That will hit.
will hit. 4 points of damage from that goblin. The bugbears, with their advantage attacks from what's been going on, they are going to deal just 8 points of damage with a 24 to hit. So that's going to be that 8. And then the other one's going to hit with the 18.
That will miss.
Galadish, which will miss. Awesome. And that is all of your foes at this time. Next up, it is Narada. And then... No, they went. And then Thran.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack her.
The woman? Yes.
Yeah.
High
And
Priestess.
so
My poor Zeta.
Shadowclaw crit, so yeah. So it's gonna be 89 damage.
89
between
damage
me
to
and
her.
Shadowclaw.
Between... Awesome.
That's
Good.
That's still good.
You deal considerable damage to her. Her armor is very thick. She has a lot of hit points, and she still has a good chunk of health left, but she looks badly hurt and badly bloody. That was
And
beautiful.
I'm gonna disengage and just hide.
You didn't give me hero on the sale.
Okay.
It's okay.
Disengage. You both use your bonus actions to disengage.
Yeah.
Come around here and then hide up right against here as Shadow Quill is grabbing onto the statue of this drow woman. Just right here. So right now it's just Zulcool and Zeta up there. And boo. And it is now Thram's turn.
So, seeing and hearing... Ooh, were they speaking... They were speaking drow, so I wouldn't have understood what he was saying, but
That's true.
seeing where they're
Yeah,
positioning...
you see that they're like holding up bows drawn.
I'm going to come right here. Like, because I was right here, so I'm
Well,
going to...
he's right here.
Huh?
He is right here.
Oh,
So
that's
I
even
have him
better.
back because I can't float him. But
Okay.
he was trying to hide from you earlier. That's exactly where you hit him, where he was.
That's perfect. Then I'll reappear basically right behind him, so these guys still can't see me. This guy might... No, literally right here.
That's not how this works. They will see you because you're not stealthy, and
But will they be able to hit me?
Well, they can just.
they can just move.
That's
They're holding
different.
their actions. That was their
Yeah.
turn.
Mm.
You're not a rogue. That's,
I see what you
I
mean.
mean, even if you were a rogue, you pop out of
you-
invisibility. You pop out of invisibility.
Still have that.
Do you need a minute? Should I have the next
No.
person go?
So I'll...
Boomstick.
Yeah. I'll hit him once,
All right.
and I mean, it's going to be 15 damage plus 6, so 21 damage. And then I'll fly down to this guy and hit him 3 times. I did use Action Surge. So...
Oh, give me just 1 second, because if
Yeah.
someone holds their action and they go before the trigger, so their trigger is you reappearing, so they're actually going to go first.
Okay.
And then you can do your whole turn.
Okay.
And you'll wind up killing him, but he gets to go
Yeah.
first, as well as his comrades. So, this is very good. Good idea. I assume you still have some of those. I know you don't have many.
No, I don't.
How many do you have, and how many
I
have
have-
you used? You guys
I have
had
one.
rest today, so
I have 1.
you didn't use it in the last.
No,
battle,
I was-
right?
I used my
used them.
flail.
That's
Yeah,
right.
he's the one that used it.
Okay, this is his. Okay, so that's going to be 28.
That's why I did
What,
it.
shield is plus 5?
Shields plus 5.
So that will barely hit me. My AC is 28.
Barely hits you with the sword. He's been waiting and barely gets past your defenses, dealing a total of 39 points of damage.
Okay.
This is going to be to Midnight Flame.
It would be?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll take that damage.
Because if you're appearing and you're attacking, usually you're swinging that flail right in front of the head.
Yeah.
The head's between you and him, so he's attacking Midnight Flame.
Makes sense.
And also, these guys being underneath you, the easiest target for them to hit is going to be Midnight Flame.
Can I cast shield on Midnight
No.
Flame? Just myself?
Just
yourself.
yourself. Just
Yep.
yourself.
Alright, well.
It's tough. I wanted to do that
1,
with
2,
Zeta
3.
too, but
So we got 3 guys down here. This is very good that I rolled what I rolled. That could have been very different. Could have been the end of Midnight Flame. Okay, they all bounce kind of scared and by the flames and kind of having a hard time aiming, and they all miss. All 3 of the expert drow soldiers. That was their turns. No, that was their held action as your turn.
So you kill that guy.
Otherwise, it'd be time to kill someone who's surrounded up in the middle of the fight.
Okay. So then he's dead, and then the other
There's 3 left.
3
You
attacks
said you
on
were hitting him?
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's gonna take 41 damage,
Excellent.
and I'm
You
gonna
finish
disappear
him
into
off.
the ethereal plane again because Midnight Flame is not.
Midnight
attacked.
Flame is not attacked.
Yep.
So, did you action search?
Yeah, he action search.
You action search. Excellent. Yes. It is now. That was Thram. Beautiful turn. It is now Erlen's turn.
Alrighty, let's go. I'm gonna go to Murad.
Yeah, that's your closest visible target. I'm gonna make sure to do this accurate so I don't kill anybody and they
That would
say
be
I did it wrong. So
appreciated.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You get all the way closing that distance.
Sorry, Chief. My lowest to hit was a
You're
21.
attacking Galadesh because of the same reasons I just said for
Yep.
Midnight Flame.
There's a 21 hit, Galadesh.
Yeah, it'll hit.
Okay, that'll hit. All right. I'm so sorry. All 3 of my attacks are gonna hit. So you're gonna take 57.
57 damage to Galadesh.
Sorry. My bad.
This turn, your nightmare will not be attacking, as even though it hates that unicorn.
Oh, so then no
It's not
31. So
It
just
is not under control. It's kind of confused as to what's happening.
okay.
But these goblins here are going to die because it still recognizes them as enemies, even though right now you don't.
Okay, so just 26 then.
Plus, he will take the fire aura damage.
Yeah,
unless he's
that's
resistant
true.
to it.
So
Yeah,
The
'cause
fire aura just doesn't affect the rider. Anything within 5 feet
Okay,
takes
so then
6.
Galadesh will
Five
take
fire
the
damage
5
for her.
fire
It's
damage.
6.
Okay,
I'm
and
so sorry.
yeah, so does the bugbear right there. So, yeah. Okay, that was Erlen's turn. It is now Gilby's turn.
Gilby, get up here with me.
Okay. I'd probably be able to see right here.
Galadesh
right there, right?
shouts in Murad's mind. He says, "She's gone mad." Yeah. You can see what?
Would I be able to see what's happening? over
You can see him, and he's attacking. You can see that he's attacking a guard, and you have a vague understanding that there's more sound up there, more people
Okay.
up there.
Can I-
Marita's hiding for some reason. So yeah.
Okay, can I cast Fireball like in there and just hit
Um,
without hitting him?
Here's the thing. You need to be able to hit a point. So the way it works is you're throwing a pea-sized thing, and it hits a point, and that explodes. So it can't just detonate in the air unless it runs out
I
of
thought
range.
it actually has to hit something.
So it has to hit at least a wall or something. So
Gotcha.
So-
You can kind of focus it on the
you could kind of like
tower.
hit it here and explode the tower and get what's around it.
Right there.
Well, you can hit these guys who are under your hypnotic pattern. It
Yeah, I
would,
don't want
it
to
would
affect
dissolve
them right
that.
now. That's the thing. I want to like get these guys, but with
Or you can burn up, 3 goblins over there.
because he's alone up there. That's why.
He is alone up
That's
there.
the reason why I want to.
No, I understand.
something up there.
It's just that you can't exactly. You don't have a target up there right now, unless you're hitting one of the walls.
Yeah, let's. Can he actually? Well, I don't know if you'd be able to get something like this, but
No, there's like a narrow staircase not for giant animals on the side, so it is a bit of an issue. Unless you use your javelin and teleport, attack and get up here, but even then, like that's your action, right?
Yeah.
Because that's an attack.
okay. I just want to help there, but whatever. I guess I'll help Murad.
Okay, so how will you do that?
So I'll have Sobek go. Would he be able to reach that over there?
Okay, I mean, he can dash and make it. I think his speed is 45.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So he can dash, allowing him one attack on one of the bugbears.
Okay. So we'll attack the bugbear. 14.
Needing a 16, so that'll just barely miss as he snaps and the bugbear dodges out of the way.
Okay. And then I will. Can I Well, it's a cone. Never mind. I'll just do. I just don't have very many spells right now. I'll just dissonant whispers on one of them, so it needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay, on one of the targets.
Yes.
Okay, he he gets 16.
We didn't make it.
He rolled high, but it's not wise at all.
So he will take 6, 12, 14 damage from that
Okay.
as he hears things in his head.
All right, you finish off the injured one from before.
Okay.
That was injured from fire and from Galadesh.
And I'm gonna
Marad
bardically
before.
inspire Marad.
Marad? Okay. All right. That was Gilby's turn. It is now Marad's turn.
All right, I'm going to have Galadesh use his legendary action to heal himself for 11.
All right.
And he and I are going to teleport.
Isn't his healing higher now because of his leveling? How many levels does he have?
He's level 4,
Okay, so that's 4 plus 11. He has 15 healing right now.
but it started at 8 before.
No, it didn't.
Did we
You had
still make the base
uses,
at 11?
8 uses of it, but the amount healed
Oh, that's right.
was
So it does
started
go-
at 11.
It does go up by per level. Okay.
So you heal for 15 points each time,
Okay.
but it's still 8 times a day.
Right. Okay. And then we're going to teleport up there.
Use his main action to teleport up here. Do you want to go all the way up here? or
No,
do you
just to
wanna go
the
down?
just to the platform. I'm gonna get off, and I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack. I guess who's ever closest technically.
The woman who's bleeding heavily is closest, or just as close as a regular drow warrior as well. She has a lot more health than they do.
I'm probably gonna miss with a 14.
Yes, her armor is quite high, bouncing off of her armor.
And then the second attack's gonna be a 21.
21 actually bounces off of her armor as well.
Alright.
You need a 23 to hit her.
Don't forget, you guys have my bardic
Inspiration.
Well, not everybody, just me.
He does.
He has a bardic inspiration.
Just so you guys know.
That does work for attack rolls, but that's anyways. Yeah,
I want an attack.
Zulcool, it is now your turn.
mitigated. All right, I
You are
made.
badly hurt.
Zeta has done her. I'm not badly hurt. Zeta is, which is terrible, which I feel even worse about. But she's going to use her lightning breath to attack in a straight line to try to hit this way without hitting Galadesh and Marad.
Okay. Well, to get a good angle for that, you're going to provoke an attack from one guy or the other. If you want to hit like a good chunk of people, you can hit 3 people. Probably kill all of them, but you provoke one attack from one of the guys. Understanding that it's one attack, not their 3 that they do each time they have been attacked.
Yeah, she's going to be an opportunist, as I've already told her. Natural 20, then, of course.
Okay, one of them crits,
And
dealing,
that puts her down before she can do her lightning
unless
breath.
you're using your reaction to
How much damage?
absorb
Yeah,
it will be for
I will take the.
23 points of
take
damage
it.
as it is a crit.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, so you block it with your face.
Yes.
He just lies down.
I just gotta be fair with the rules here.
Yes.
You take 23 points of damage, and you come in to blast 3 of these guys. Let's see how they do. I'm gonna roll for each of them individually. In this instance, okay. So because they critically failed, I'm gonna mark. What's the save that they need?
For Zeta, the save is a 15 plus my proficiency, which is.
It'll be 18 or 19.
Which proficiency? Her
Okay,
proficiency?
it's your proficiency. Only you have proficiency.
So that's going to be a 19 then. They need to make a
Okay,
19.
so they all fail, and they all get vaporized into charred corpses as they are all blasted to death.
Okay, and then I'll make my attacks on the next. So Zeta will move to there, and then
Move
I'm
to
gonna
this guy,
attack.
the regular dude.
So first, with my bonus
You
action,
have
I'll
flanking, so
Hex
advantage. Curse him.
Hexblade curse him.
Okay,
I attack twice. The lowest to get was a 22 on him.
that'll hit.
Okay, and then the damage dealt will be. That's not the right dice, that one. 13, 17, that's 30 damage.
30 damage. Great. He looks badly hurt from your attack,
Okay.
and that ends your turn.
It does, yes, sir.
And it is now the Drow's turn once more.
Yes.
Okie dokie. So these drow here are going to turn around, and this woman shouts, "Shoot the the dragon, the big dinosaur. And so these two guys are going to attack Sobek. And one of them critically fails and hurts his compadre because he's in the way. And
Or does it hit?
then the other one, though, is going to get a 21 to hit Sobek.
Yep.
Which will deal, and he's shooting his arrows. So that's 3 times of 13. But remember, you're at very high damage
6.
reduction
6 each time.
each time. Yeah.
So
I'll let you figure that
18
out.
minus
That's
32.
greatly reduced.
So 13. You said 13, right?
You're getting 7 damage 3 times.
7.
Yeah.
Is what that translates
So it's
to.
21.
Beautiful. And the arrows just go in, but they don't go in very deep. The bugbear here is quite scared either way, and he's going to try to run. He still sees you as an enemy. He's going to try to run. Sobek gets an attack of opportunity,
Nope.
and he gets gobbled up.
No, I didn't.
You
He got
nope.
12. He got it 12.
Oh, I thought you were noping his run.
No.
So he runs successfully, and he's trying to get away. He runs actually towards the tunnel entrance. He's seeing his chance at freedom of being a slave.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Okay, I think. Oh, and there's one more little goblin here.
Like an M&M.
He's not too sure what to do. He's scared to run past you guys, so he's going to shoot Sobek with an arrow, and he gets a 20 to hit. So it hits Sobek,
But
but
doesn't
deals
do anything.
no damage. And that's it, as deep as it goes. It just
toothpick
hits
in
the
the beer.
surface. Okay. Now this guy up here is continuing his attack on Zeddy. He says, "Yes, I will be the new weapons master as I slay this beast." And he attacks Zeta, dealing 23 to hit, which is going to be 39 points of damage to Zeta.
Yeah, Zeta will go down.
And Zeta drops down to the ground, bleeding
I
out.
can't take the damage or else I die.
Right.
So.
And now the High Priestess, she then is going to cast Hold Person at level 3, which means 2 targets. She's going to cast one on Murad and one on Zulcool. Both of you make a Wisdom saving throw.
Ah,
And
piss!
you need a 18. She is quite powerful.
Heart of the cards guide me. No.
You are now frozen in place, prone on the ground with Zeta bleeding out. And Murad, you fail as well?
Yep.
Okay, you are now held and frozen in place. Over here, there's this guy. And I think there's this guy who I
Yeah,
have
it's just
over
those
here.
two.
I'm just going to put him here just so I know. Okay. So, you are in the ethereal plane. They are holding their actions,
Your unicorn.
and they're gonna go next to each other, and they're gonna start to migrate to their center mass, which will be towards the stairs. These guys are still in the Twilight Zone
Yep.
from the hypnotic pattern. These
Yeah,
guys
for a
attacked.
minute, so-
I think I've had everybody go. It is now Nereida's turn. Nereida, you've been holding on to this old statue of an old matron mother down here. Where would you like to go? You coming back up here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you come back up here, and you see it is very, very grim up here in the center fight. There is one soldier left who hits hard, and there's the lady left who hits hard as well, but has some life to her. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna attack her again.
Okay,
Yeah.
What did you get to hit? Because you
I got a crit for Shadow Claw again because it's 19.
I freaking love that.
how much damage is that with the crit?
And
I
I
crit
got
at 19 to
20
20, but I
for
never
check.
roll a 19.
Say that again?
24 to hit from her.
Yeah, you hit.
So it's 9 total.
90.
90 damage
Yeah.
total. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
That is such a
90 plus your 89 from 4. So basically 90 times 2 is 180.
Yeah.
So she's at 179. She is barely
Oh,
bleeding
Lord,
your
Terry!
life.
She has to roll for Constitution, or for the saves for
Concentration.
concentration.
Look.
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
good luck
have
making that. She'd have like natural 20 that almost.
Okay,
wouldn't
she did. Yeah, she's got it.
Ah,
She natural 20'd yours, and she got a 23 for Shadow Quills, which may not be enough. Half of Shadow Quills. Shadow Quill dealt how much on the crit? How much was that?
20.
58.
58.
Yeah.
Have
58
So
is
she,
25.
so she drops concentration. You will both lose your paralysis.
Thank you.
Shadow Quill dealt a crit.
so much
Shadow
damage.
Quill, oh my gosh. Thank you.
I can't believe she's still alive though. That's so much damage. Holy cow.
Yeah, she's
Well,
She's a boss. I mean,
she's a
it's-
high
it
priestess,
makes
100%.
Sobek has more hit points. Oh, not more, but close.
Yeah,
Similar.
Close to the same amount.
Not
Similar as her.
close.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna hide again.
I hope you guys are gone. Lord have mercy on your souls.
Shadow is dying.
You guys are the tanks.
100% understand. No big deal.
She got my.
It's like a rogue
so I-
thing, though.
Yeah,
It is. It totally is. Now I alerted the party last week that now each time someone dies, there's a chance they may not come back. They're going to roll a d20, and it's going to start at 10. If they don't make 10, then even on a spell of revivify, raise the dead, resurrection, they're dead because of the balance of life and death. The gods and the universe do not grant the soul its second chance at life. But for each 1,000 they spend in their gold for the spell, on top of that, it increases their chance by each 1,000. So there's a very high fear of death that's being well respected in this combat for
Yes.
sure. It is now Thram's turn.
Kill him, Thram.
Well, you said they were holding their
These two
action.
guys
right?
have been holding, yeah.
Let's get these crappy rolls out of the way.
Well, what I'm going to do, since they're holding their action, and I know I know Midnight Flame can't take 2 attacks.
Oh, that's good for you right now.
What I've noticed that those 2 guys weren't attacking. I probably would have since I've been sitting here the
Those
whole
guys
time.
have been completely frozen,
Motionless, basically.
staring off into outer space for.
Okay.
You've seen that spell cast by your companion.
So I would kind of
before,
recognize.
So you kind of recognize
Okay. Then I'll fly up there with Midnight Flame.
it. Up here.
Yep. Up to where they are.
Okay.
And if
So
I need to
we're,
dash,
like,
I'll
right
dash.
here.
Yeah.
Let's say because of this thing, you dash.
Okay. And then I'll reappear from the Ethereal Plane. And I'll... Midnight Flame won't attack because she had a dash. But I do have advantage regardless.
I've said that you guys can attack with the dash tonight
Oh,
until
okay.
I get
Well-
the for sure on my ruling with that.
Then she will get hit 3 times.
Okay, let's see it.
No. Twice. Midnight Flame does miss.
Okay, she's got 11 hit points
Oh wait,
left.
is her AC's 23?
Yeah.
Then Midnight Flame does hit.
Okay.
So
So how many hits is that?
3.
So 3 for sure hits. Even just
Yeah.
with modifiers, that's going to be about 15 damage. Just with
Well,
modifiers.
just with Midnight Flame alone, that's
Yeah,
31
Okay.
damage.
So her hair, long, beautiful hair, white hair catches on a flame, and she turns into ashes, and her armor and collapses to the ground, clattering and burning and screaming. Ah! She's dead.
Okay.
It is now Erlen's turn. Erlen,
Alright.
you still have a prerogative to kill your friends. Now,
I do.
now your nearest friend just disappeared. Your next closest friend,
It's so
Giant
bad.
you can choose Sobek or Gilby. Technically, Sobek's closer, but you're more friends with Gilby. I'll let you
Here's the
decide.
unfortunate thing. I did critically fail on one of my attacks. So, I'm not quite sure how that works with this.
Well, I am. But here's the thing.
Great.
Is Gilby just used his reaction already to attack a goblin, so he's like face just bit at a bugbear running off, and so you go up to attack him. You completely miss, you're wide open, but he doesn't attack you because there's no
Got it.
opportunity.
Well, my lowest is an 18.
You're 18 on Sobek. Does
Yeah,
hit.
hits.
What's the damage? I'll say you have to use at least a level 1 smite to attack him. If you're at a level 1, then go
you're
for the
gonna
next
roll
level up.
You have to let
Oh,
me
that's
know
not bad.
how much it's physical.
6.
How much total damage?
Yeah, just tell me total and then I'll minus
Okay.
6.
23.
23.
23 total damage minus
Yeah.
6.
Minus
Is
6
that
from
right? Minus
physical.
6?
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so 17.
17 damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you catch this happening. You know of spells like this of to take over, or who? Yeah. Okay. Next up, it is Gilby's turn.
well,
Now I know
I
it's
would think
Sobek.
Sobek would bite. Yeah,
Zobek's
go.
definitely going to
Yeah.
bite.
class?
At Erlen.
Yeah,
But you
he's
get to be
pissed,
able to make
so-
a
well, he's
save
pissed,
again.
so-
That's if she doesn't
Okay,
die.
Or she's gonna get eaten.
Oh, probably.
So some of the other mounts may have more restraint
doesn't.
and common
Oh, yeah.
sense,
He
so that
hits.
does not.
He hits for sure. So he's gonna bite at you for 33 damage.
Great.
33 damage, he just gets attacked, he just turns over, not even caring what's in front of him. He knows something just attacked him,
Yep.
and he's going to attack as quick as he can. And you
then-
feel, for the first time in your life,
Make a save.
the jaws of Sobek trying to pull you from your mount. Make a grapple escape check.
Your grapple save.
You are now dismounted, pulled from
Hey, roll your save
Azrael.
though.
You're up in the air
Oh no,
in
it's
the
if you take damage.
jaws of
There's no,
Sobek.
there's no roll. The moment you
Make
take
your
damage,
wisdom
She
saving throw.
she has to
it's a
make
wisdom
a
saving throw. Yeah.
For what?
Dominate person.
Now,
your
with
wisdom
your,
plus?
you have your extra modifier for your aura, right?
Yeah, it's a +3 plus my wisdom. That's like a
Four.
14.
14. So you rolled a 13.
You need a higher than that.
Yeah,
so
I figured.
Where's the person that has this whole? I mean, Grant, I won't know his, but it's on that side.
she's
Yeah.
somewhere over here. Okay.
I don't even know that she's attacking.
You don't even
right
know
now.
any of this is happening? Yes.
I'm just curious as
Now-
myself, not as
Now, Midnight Flame, Azrael, looks up in confusion and some terror for sure, and he is going to fly up and disappear you and it into the ethereal plane.
Okay.
Okay, is using his own judgment because even though he's not as fluent in language and intelligent as Galadesh, they fully understand language and that they're quite intelligent creatures. Flies up to you, disappears the two of you into the ethereal plane. Your next command to it, if you're still under mind control, is going to be we need to go back and I need to attack again.
Great.
Okay,
Can she do that if she's grappled in the mouth of a dinosaur?
she's not.
it's
anymore.
technically I'm going to treat it like teleportation.
Oh, sweet.
You're not even in this
Nice.
existence. You're not contesting it. You're just not there.
I can't
that
see
makes
that side, so I don't know what else is over
Now you can see over here. There is a woman, and there's two archers who've been shooting at you, and there's a little goblin who's been doing a
Okay.
terrible job.
there. So seeing that she attacked me, I would think something. So
I'll let you make a religion
Yeah.
or arcana check
Okay.
to
Yeah.
determine
True.
if you can kind of make a good hypothesis. I say I want a 15.
Oh,
that's with the roll I got a
Okay,
15.
you're like, oh, stupid drow woman priestess over there using her magic.
So I
Stupid hobbits.
Stupid drowsies.
am
That still makes sense.
I am going to cast Fireball. Probably
her?
just hit her.
Actually, you can hit all three of them with a
oh,
fireball.
you can. And I'm gonna do it at a level 5. So,
Oh.
So I'm gonna say I'm gonna have you move.
Yep.
Move over here to get a good angle on the wall and get all three of them.
So instead of 8, it would be 10.
She'll have to roll a
Yep.
concentration.
This is for her. This is for them.
Does it go up 1d6 per spell
Yeah.
slot, or is it 2?
No, 1d6.
1d6 per spell slot?
spell
Okay.
slot.
So yeah, 10. All 6.
Yep.
Oh, wait.
She gets a 20 to save for half. They fail.
Okay. So 36 damage.
36 damage. Okay. She dodges out of the way, trying to protect her beautiful hair.
So
Right.
here's something on dominate person. It says while the target is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it as long as you two are on the same plane.
Oh,
Okay.
She's not dominated person anymore then.
Well, I mean,
It's true. It broke when you were in the
It's
ethereal
sweet.
plane.
Holy cow! But we
But
didn't
even-
know that. But
even
also
though-
she's
yeah,
like,
hold
the
on.
fuck just happened?
You do take notes that you were not yourself and of what happened and how horrible it was, and that it went away as soon as you went into another plane of existence. Okay?
Sick
you
note.
also
That's
have
very
massive
poorly,
teeth marks
very
in
I
you.
future
also am
reference.
spilling out of my
And-
guts, so that's
You know this. Okay? And you physically or emotionally? What are you talking about?
Oh,
Spilling your guts?
my guts are falling out because I just got, like chomped.
Bit.
So.
Yes.
Well, your armor has like super big marks in it.
I'm not
Yeah,
having
it's
a
like
good
dented.
time,
Yeah.
to say the
You're
least.
She can't take deep breaths anymore.
It whistles actually.
So the drow woman drops her concentration anyway from a critical fail. Also would have done that.
Just a double
And
whammy.
how many you dealt?
36.
36 damage with a fireball. That's excellent for an amped up fireball.
Yep,
Yes,
yes,
it is.
Very good. What level was that?
Level 5.
5. Yeah. Okay. That was 36. Okay, you burn up these guys just enough damage to scorch them up as well, and she took half of that, which
16,
is
17,
18.
18.
18.
Yeah. And I'll just say,
Oh wait.
this is what you get for messing with my friends.
Oh, wait, that's so
You don't hear anything back right away, but yes.
Oh crap. She's gonna be like, guess what? Dominate person on me!
Miles out of the north.
Next up, it is that was Gilby. It is not-
Would Sobek be able to tail the little dude?
oh yeah, sure.
He's probably dead. Yeah, he's definitely dead.
He got whipped in half.
All his bone, every bone in his body broke from the impact of the tail.
There's a you just see the skin stain once upon his bones just
I mean,
fly
it's enough
behind.
to kill him not twice, but 3 or 4 times over just from the tail. So
I could just.
You like cut him in
flying
half
around
with his tail. He's just sitting there. He's like,
Fly.
wait a sec, and then like,
it is now Marad's turn. Marad, you shook off your concentration held person. You see that you're the caster of that has just fallen as Thram has come up and brained and burned her, and you see there's one more drow warrior right next to you.
So Galadesh is going to attack first with the horn and natural 20s.
Okay, what's that damage?
38 damage.
Okay, Galadesh comes in and shoves in, and then Zulcool, you and Zeta's bleeding out. You're getting up, trying to look at Zeta, but rather you're seeing that in the side corner of your sight, you see a unicorn horn coming through the chest of the drowsy. He is heaved off of the ground and then falls down dead.
point back.
He's dead. So there are no more enemies atop of here. There's still a couple here, 2 paralyzed dudes here, and a lady over here.
I'm gonna get her.
That was now Murad. You can still technically go.
I'm just going to use my action
see-
to mount up on Galadesh.
Okay, and you see that Zeta is bleeding to death presently.
Oh, I do see that. Okay. I guess technically I would have lost my rage because I didn't attack or get attacked last turn.
That's true.
So seeing, I want to try to do a medicine check.
Okay.
See how that goes.
Hopefully you don't cave in someone's chest here.
Wait, that's my goal.
Since my turn is next, can I speak? Or should I
It's a
wait?
9.
With your 9, you're like trying to wrap it up, and
Oh,
you
that's
can't. You have to lift up her rump to stop the bleeding because she's on her side and she's so heavy you can't lift it up. But then Galadesh uses his choice and his agency. He's going to just step forward with his legendary action. Unicorn arm, boing. Zeta's okay. Zulcool,
Not so much.
not so much.
Questionable.
So Zeta is stabilized with the healing, okay, and
Questionable on a good day.
that is their turns. It is Zulcool's turn.
I will tell, as I see the unicorns do that, I will tell, thank you, Galadesh. And I will jump up top of this little cliff thingy right here.
Dismounted or mounted?
Dismount. Yes. Hunter's mark the lady, and I'm going to teleport to her, and I'm going to attack her twice.
Oh, beautiful. That's a move. All right,
Yep.
do it.
I already rolled. The lowest I have is a 22 and then a 27 to attack. To hit.
Yeah, you need a 23 to. No. They all hit.
Okay, cool. And then I'll roll my damage. 31 damage. Yes, I do 31
Alright.
damage to her.
All right, she is now dead, between half burned. She kind of looks up and says no, and then you stab her, and the green dark energy swirling your blade finishes her off. She goes silent.
81.
She's like Iblis.
70.
And
There we go.
that was Zulcool's turn. It's now the Drow's turn. These 2 Drow soldiers are looking at these guys as they're climbing the stairs, but like, what's going on? They're still waiting for. They saw you like charge this way, didn't they?
No, because I was on the ethereal
you're in
plane.
the ethereal plane. They didn't see that at all. Thank you. They're climbing up here, and they're like right here, right now. So they're about halfway up the stairs. For those of you who can't see it,
Did they dash or did they just?
they've
use
been
more?
using their regular movement speed, still trying to brace for a surprise
Shit.
ambush. So there's just these 2 and 2 hypnotized guys. They probably have 3 more turns of
Yeah, because
that.
it's 1 minute, so that'd be 10 rounds.
Yeah. And it is now Nereda's turn. Nereda, you are atop this statue. There's
I'm gonna.
you're going for these guys. It's an auto crit if you
Yeah,
hit
auto
either
crit.
one, so you can attack one and you have advantage on both as well.
Another
It'd be a
19.
crit for you and a crit for Shadow Quill automatically if you hit.
So
That's-
murder and
that's always-
murder.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like-
gonna do 1 and 1.
So let's roll with advantage on both attacks. Just make sure you don't critically fail 4 times, and should go pretty good for you. 18 for Shadow Quill to hit
Yeah.
with advantage. The claws don't quite puncture through the armor, but the Drow were also uninterrupted from their hypnosis.
That's true.
So how's yours for your other target?
Okay, I would have
Needing
roll
20.
for me, so should I roll? Is it 7?
17 plus your 8.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a definite.
you definitely
Yeah.
hit. You can roll damage just to be for sure that, but it's going to be don't roll damage. It's
Yeah, that's gonna be
That's a
overkill.
lot of damage.
you kill them.
Yeah.
Stabbing through their face, they fall over dead,
20, 40 damage, yeah. There you go.
and it is now Thram's turn.
Cool. I'm going to yell at Murad and Zulcool and let them know there are 2 guys coming up the steps that I saw on this side right now.
I'll faintly hear you since I'm all the way down here.
Oh, that's right. Then I'll just tell you so you know. And then, how close to the top are they?
They are
You
like right
probably
here.
wouldn't know though.
They're like
Oh, that's true.
You don't know. That's
Yeah,
true.
you can't see.
Okay, then what I'll do
Only she
is
knows.
I'm going to. Is it a bonus action to dismount, or is that an
You
action?
may use a bonus action or half movement speed.
Oh, then I'll just use half my movement speed to dismount, and I'll hide behind this tower. I'm going to use my movement speed to go behind something so that they have a harder time seeing me.
They have a
and
harder
holding my
time
action.
targeting you until
Correct.
something else happens. Okay,
Yes.
very good. And then Midnight Flame is stationary
in the ethereal plane.
In the ethereal plane. Okay. Poof. I'm gonna just do this for now, so
Yeah.
it's kind of out of the way. It is now Erlin's turn.
Okay, I'm going to fly over to Zulcool. Zulcool. Wow, I can't talk.
Okay.
Zulcool's down here.
He's right here.
Yes.
I'm going to just say, need a lift?
As I
And I'm gonna
yes.
pick him up. I'll
As
grab
I
his arm and
pull
pull
my
him on
blade
the
out
back
of the dead body.
Azrael.
Okay.
And
You're
we'll
able to
start
do
heading
this.
that way towards the rest of the
All right. You
dudes.
start to go back this way with your remaining movement.
Can I dash?
You can dash. Yeah.
Great.
Snowback.
Snowback would have
Only in
not
the
snarled.
icy mountains is he snowback.
He would have snarled at her because he
Yeah.
wants seeing her again. So
Snarls, kind of licks his chops a little bit. Okay,
You got
it
the
is
taste of the
now Gilby's turn.
okay, so I will start heading this direction because I know I left the guy over here. I left 2
Are
people.
you dashing?
Yeah.
Alright, you can
I
see
can
him.
only imagine
Okay.
how much
You
noise
see
that would
Shadow Quill has just pulled your blade free of one corpse, and Shadow Quill is trying to dig her
Yep.
claws into the other one.
Okay. I am going to use. Yeah, I'll just cast Vicious Mockery on him. So I'll say, you've done nothing this whole fight, you fool. Because so he needs to make a wisdom. Well, does he automatically fail the wisdom save since he's?
His wisdom's still intact.
Oh, okay.
He fails though,
Okay. So he'll take 2d4 and his
plus your level and damage.
so 5
9.
plus my level.
9.
Yeah, I don't know if it typically works that way for something like this, but we'll go ahead and do it since he's
9
one of the
plus
last
5 is
guys
14 damage.
left.
Yeah, 5 plus 9 is 14,
Okay.
and he'll have disadvantage. on
He's
his
still
attack.
alive, but he's out of paralysis. Well, he would have been because the other one was out of paralysis anyway, technically, so. Yeah. Okay. So actually, it wouldn't have been a crit, so it would have just been 9 damage. Okay. Alright. So he's feeling very discouraged on the inside, so much that it hurts painfully. And it is now Marad's.
So much
Never said
regret.
she loved
He's
me.
just like,
Yes. It is now Marad's turn.
Alright, we'll be running over towards the steps.
You are mounted
I
again?
am not, no. I'd be.
What did I do with your mini? Okay, you can, like, see them coming up the steps.
Okay. I'm going to throw my axe at one
Yeah.
in the front twice.
Okay,
They'll both hit,
great.
and for a total of
They were holding
26
their
damage.
action.
26 damage.
No, they were holding their action.
yeah. They were both
Okay,
on there.
and they are going to attack. The one in front is going to attack. I should say. That's a hit either way. 23 would have hit, right? Okay. So that's going to be 39.
No, 13. Because it's only one. Oh no, it's a hold
No,
action.
it's a held action, homie.
damage.
Yes,
Sorry,
halved
sorry, I'm getting
from your
all
rage.
crazy
I'm
here.
not raged.
Okay, 39 damage then. 3 arrows sink into your body. And the other one instructs the other drow to duck. He ducks. And the other drow shoots. 17 hits you.
Does not.
So those ones go bounce off your muscles. And
He just flexes
He
around.
does a Terry Crews.
all right, is okay, Murad, continue your turn.
That's it. Well, actually, no. Galdash would use his turn to heal himself.
Okay, wow, his horn lights up and he heals
So Zeta's
himself.
stable but not healed. Yes?
Yes, correct. Next up, it is Zulcool.
Okay. I will move. Actually, I
Yep.
will dismount, which is half my movement speed. So
Okay,
it's
or
because
bonus.
I'll use my bonus action to do that.
Okay.
And then I will move my 30 movement speed towards the stairs, because I saw Murad do the same thing.
Yes.
And I gotta repay him back for saving Zeta, and I can't reach him, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
You
I'll
can
Eldritch Blast him instead then. Yep. One misses. The other one is gonna be 25.
That hits.
That hits, okay. And that is gonna be...
This music is not the way it started.
Not the move.
Remember, we're winning now, so.
That's true.
That will be 4 damage.
4 damage. All right.
Eldritch Blast.
You
I missed on the
finish
first
him
one.
off with the heavy damage that he was dealt by Murad a moment ago. Yes.
Sweet. I can move my
Falls to the
action.
ground dead.
One.
There is one more
So I don't have any
climbing the
expert.
stairs.
Okay.
And it is now... That was Zulcool. It is now his turn. He says in broken common, "Surrender! Surrender!" And he folds his arms, which you know is a sign of surrender. And this guy over here, he says, "Surrender!" As he has claws like sticking into his chest. He's like, "Surrender!" He drops his weapons. And he's just frozen, waiting for your judgments or Shadowclaw's judgments. Narita, it is your turn.
See you! What would Narita do?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kill him.
Okay, I'll give you advantage.
He just prostrated himself in front of you.
I
You're
already
gonna-
rolled and I got 19.
No.
Oh,
You
it's
have
okay.
advantage. So
Okay.
just do it again. Well, he crit. So
Okay,
yeah.
the claws like slips across the pectoral and then gets into a crevice and then stabs him all the way. He gets into to his heart and falls over dead. Yeah, he did. Okay, and then you try to stab him, but he just fell limp and yeah, he's dead. It is now Thram's turn.
Well, seeing as they're blocking the stairs now, basically what I'll do is I'll have Midnight Flame reappear. Is it an action to mount, or is it same thing, movement speed?
You can use half your movement or a bonus action.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to mount.
Mounted.
Yep,
Okay.
and then I'll just try and attack that guy down there 3 times.
Okay, you're ignoring the surrender as well. Like, yeah,
I wouldn't
screw
have heard it when
surrendering.
or would he have yelled it loud.
Yeah, he yelled it loud. He doesn't want to die.
Yeah.
Well, I still don't care. Um,
I didn't want to hear him.
yeah, I just chose to ignore it.
Give here.
He is going to take a lot of damage. 12, 18, 21 from my flail, and he's going to take 32 from Midnight Flame. So 21, 32, 53 damage between both of us.
Yeah, he did. Brained and burned. Collapses to the ground, falling down the steps. Dead. That is the
That's
end
it?
of
I'm gonna make him
no
into
more.
a specter.
Of course.
How may I
you are.
serve you, Zulcool?
Yes. I am.
No!
What is it that they say? For
Iblith?
Iblith. I'm gonna say Iblith.
Oof.
I need to know where your matron mother is.
Do you even know what Iblith means?
It is an insult in your culture.
Yes, it is a drow word for non-drow. You just called me a non-drow.
Exactly, Peter.
Hey,
You are no
Peter.
longer a drow. You are my servant. Nod your head.
What is your bidding, master?
Tell me, where is your matron mother? Is she here?
She is miles from here.
Then why do you serve the purpose of being here?
This is a drow outpost, and we are to be a secret entrance to the surface world for the blooding and running that our people do periodically and raids on the surface world.
And this happens during a blood moon?
Incidentally, it does. This tomb was not of drow make. We have taken it some years ago, and we have now built our post inside of it.
And what about the crown that lies within these ruins?
What crown?
That's enough. Because he can't lie to me, I'm assuming, as a spectre. Good. Well, I think we're safe for the time being.
Well, there's inside the keep.
Yes. Are there any other of your brethren and your high priestesses inside the keep?
Yes, we have more soldiers and trainees on the inside.
Shoot.
How? Can you ask him how many?
Respond, Peter.
There are 30 more on the inside.
goodness.
Pyronax is walking over and looking around at this large cavern, and yes! Oh, little do we know he's been the top middle all this time, and he appears, and this is Pyronax's true form. I will actually put it because the focus is probably better if I put it down here on the field, and this is where he will be anyway. He appears.
Oh, shit.
Sticks his claws onto the top rim of the wall, looking around and sniffing. And he sticks his maw on the inside, and he shouts to the interior through a window. Surrender to Pyronax! Your leaders are dead! There is silence for a period of time. And then Pyronax waits a little bit. And then after about 20-30 seconds, you guys see the inside of his throat light up with fire, and he sticks his face into one of the windows, and and you guys see all the windows light up with orange flame as it is spread what is normally a 90-foot cone fire breath into the interiors of this place. And
Hear screams.
he then, you guys hear some screams for sure, and then he shouts out, "Come out if you wish to live!" And drow start to come out.
Are they armed or unarmed?
They're coming out, and their arms are crossed, which is basically this, but in the Underdark, okay? Where your hands are up, but it's for them, it's arms crossed.
Peter, go tell them who their master is. Pyronax.
Dubbed Peter rolls his ghost eyes and goes to the entryway where the drow are exiting, and he says, "Pyronax is... No, this guy is not your master." He doesn't know what he said.
Yes. I said Pyronax, yes.
Pyronax is not your master. Pyronax is not your master. As each drow exits, and Pyronax is going to climb up, and he's going to sit right atop here with his wings all big and outstretched to show off a display of his physique and his power to the drow people who are inside. And you guys are standing there watching them, your arms drawn. And Pyronax says to the drow, he says, "You now belong to me. You will all swear an oath of allegiance to Pyronax." And so the drow one by one go forth, and it seems like they've done this before, where they've sworn oaths to a new leader. For some reason, this happens periodically amongst the drow elves.
Weird.
And they're quite used to this. And they all kneel down in front of Pyronax one by one and swearing an oath of fealty, and the next one trying to outdo the list. "I swear the greatest oath of loyalty to you, Pyronax." And as this is going forth, the drow are put to work to clean up the corpses and to burn them or do away with them, and to bring out their gold and their riches and anything inside of this keep.
Can I approach one of the drow and ask them? So, do you know if this was supposed to be a trap for many to come and die here? We received a note to come here, so I would think you guys would know something about this.
I am new to this region, and the Purifiers certainly don't know too much about this side of the world, this side of their too far from their lands. I am learning of this for the first time.
Okay.
Now, some more finalized business. Unless you need a further test of my power, I
No.
require an oath of loyalty from each of you.
Yes, Mr. Senor Pyronax.
Senor Pyronax.
I only ask of one thing. Let me have the corpses.
And
I
let
wish
me
to
ask you of one
simply,
thing.
I
Don't let him
simply,
don't
I
give him
simply
a
want to
corpse.
give power to my Black Razor. I think it would benefit you as I have pledged my loyalties to you.
I am aware that this strengthens the Black Razor, and it is its toll that it asks. Any kills that you are a part of, those are up to you, and you have a problem with this.
I do.
I
He's
see.
gonna be like, yes.
That sounds like it should be sorted between the two of you.
They already tried. Pretty much.
Well, you're both still standing, so maybe you haven't tried hard enough.
Shit. Oh, I ran off. I'm stabbing the corpses now as he gave me the go ahead, and I already pledged my loyalty to him as I'm stabbing these.
Oaths. I've gotten his.
I will sling my giant axe on my my shoulders. Says, "You have my loyalty."
Very well,
Have my
Murad. I accept your loyalty. And he puts his massive claw on your shoulders and gives you a pat on the back. And thanks.
I'll go up
Who's
and
next?
I'll say, I mean, you have my loyalty. I already said that from the beginning.
Pat on the back. Now these are oaths of loyalty. Okay, all right.
That's what I told him. I told him that from the beginning. I was like,
Well,
anything is better than
yeah.
what the purifiers are doing right
I'm
now.
asking for
Oh, yeah.
formalities because there hasn't been the words. I swear an oath of allegiance. Or are you trying to like?
No, I'm not trying to be deceptive in any way.
I was just
As
saying,
if you were
Rod's not
needed-
smart enough.
Yeah.
He gave me a go ahead to murder everything with my sword. I'm 100% okay with this.
You three, Erlen, Gilby, Nareda.
Isn't Pyronax great and rad? As I'm just squelching everything.
Erlen,
Before I do, can I request what I think may be a artifact they have in here?
what is this artifact?
I'm going to describe the sword that I saw in my dreams.
His eyes narrow as you describe this sword.
That's reassuring.
I know this blade, and I know who it belonged to.
Any answers are appreciated.
I don't know where he went or what he did. If you find this blade, I will grant you this. But I need your oath.
I swear my loyalty.
Okay.
Did I hear
Gilby
this?
and
Can I
Nareda.
roll to hear this conversation?
No, you're running out.
I'm stabbing everything. I'm shanking folks with my hobo knife. I forgot. Yes, you're right.
I'll turn to you and be like, I'll say, I will serve you.
Is this an oath that you are swearing to me?
I will serve you. As I said.
I will take note of this. And you, Nareda,
You have my load for right now.
for right now. I see.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop there. Next week.
Awesome.
Thank you, everyone. So this setup here is my very first terrain paint job and assembly crafting from years ago, and I've gotten even better, and I will probably do an even better one as time goes on. But we just want to remind you guys, if you subscribe and follow to the show, it's going to justify me spending more time, because each one of these things takes a lot of time to paint, to craft, to dream up, and make. And the more support we have, the more resources we're willing to put into the show as well and make it even better. And definitely the best thing, hopefully, that you'll see on any live, any video service of Dungeons and Dragons that you will see. So remember to subscribe and comment, and we'd love to hear from you. Thank you.
Bye.
See ya.